I guess it's good. Well, this is very old now. One day is very old. Oh yeah, sorry. Should have put it before, but whatever. Add to queue. Yeah, okay, that's in queue. It's streamed, okay. There, that's good. I didn't watch the whole thing. Thing is, I think there's more. Let me just put more in there. I bet Tal will have more. Oh no, he doesn't? Okay. Well, I guess it's. Uh,
Welcome to the ARC Venture Fund.
I know her.
He's fake. He was the
She's
false messiah,
very.
right?
Not even fake. It's just we don't
Not
have
personally,
any.
but
Like,
I
we
know
don't
her. She's
talk about
pretty
Jesus.
rich.
It's not a
Right.
part.
He was a liar. He was
That's
a
not.
liar.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying we don't have any. We've got
I
zero
just
Jesus in
forgot.
our worldview.
We get it. We get it. Yeah, yeah. Like he was in hell.
I'll
Mary
do
was a
another
whore.
10
That's not what I'm
minutes.
saying. That you are projecting right now for some reason. I don't know why.
No, I'm not projecting. I mean, I've seen certain Jews.
Maybe
you're
I've
you're
done
talking
it
to a Jew right now who walked in his
10
footsteps?
minutes already, but I'll do it again.
Jesus is king.
Tell me about it.
Viva Cristo Rey. I just want everybody to come close to Jesus.
Hey, I commend you.
God bless, right?
God bless, bro.
Jesus is king.
Keep on keeping on, bro.
I
Do you
think
believe
it's
in
kind of
Jesus?
dumb.
I don't.
to
I'm a
be
Jew.
honest.
So what do the Jews think
There
about?
are worse things in
Our
the
Messiah.
world.
I appreciate him. Is he? But the question is
That's
he your
pretty
Messiah or
dumb
is
as
he your God?
well.
I thought he was your God, not Messiah.
He's our Messiah. Yes, he's the face
But the
of
thing is, the
invisible
Torah
God.
isn't dumb. It just could be
like, does that mean that he
misinterpreted
is? Because
as
I'm
dumb,
just
which
curious
is
because I
how
know in
most
Christian theology,
religious
like
people are.
many different denominations
It's a
believe
pretty
in him
dumb
in different
religion
ways.
when
But
most
is he
people
God
are
to you, or is he the
interpreting it
Messiah,
that
or is
way.
he both?
And I don't think it's
So in
mandatory to
Catholic
like read it
theology,
either.
Are you Catholic?
Catholicism, yes.
Okay.
He is the face of the invisible God. Yes. So he is God incarnate.
The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And
So in the book of Isaiah, when they prophesize a man,
See,
this
that
man that's going
happens
to govern the
rare.
whole world,
I'm glad I got it.
that's the belief that that was Jesus Christ.
and what is Jesus' name?
Yeshua.
And what is that? What is that name?
Jesus.
No, like in English, what is Yoshua?
Yeshua?
Yeah.
Jesus.
No, it's Joshua.
Joshua?
Yeah, Joshua and Yoshua is the same name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Did you know this?
No, I'm not that educated on Hebrew.
Okay. Do you know where he was born?
Israel. Jerusalem.
No, Bethlehem.
Bethlehem.
Close. Very close.
Okay. So
Do you know what religion he was?
A Jew, right?
Nice. Okay,
He
cool.
did the Torah. He studied the Torah.
And the Talmud.
And the
I
Talmud.
don't know. I
Okay,
think
okay.
that's too high.
I
But
just
I
want to
think
X
so.
all the boxes real quick just to make sure where we stand.
Right,
There's a lot of
my
Christians who
bad.
aren't on top of that, you know? They don't know.
Yeah, I understand that.
Okay.
So where do certain Jews believe Jesus Christ is right now?
We don't think about Jesus. The only thoughts we have about Jesus for the most part are when you guys talk to us
Oh,
about it.
it's
But like
way too
in our
low.
day to day, we don't think, talk, pray. It's just not. It's not a part of our worldview. Like our book starts and ends without Jesus. The prophecies that you guys foresee to be Jesus, we don't see that in the same way.
Right, he's fake. He was the false Messiah, right?
Not even fake. It's just we don't have any. Like we don't talk about Jesus. It's not a part
Right,
of.
he was a liar. He
That's
was a
not.
liar.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying we don't have any. We've got zero Jesus in our worldview.
We get it. We get it. Yeah, yeah. Like he was in hell. Mary was a whore.
That's not what I'm saying. That you are projecting right now for some reason. I don't know why.
No, I'm not projecting. I mean, I've seen certain Jews.
So
I've
you're
heard
you're talking to a Jew right now who walked in his footsteps. I went out of my way to walk from Nazareth to the Sea of Galilee with a donkey to follow in the
Right.
footsteps of Jesus because I wanted to learn about him. I went to Capernaum where he started his ministry. I've seen and documented his life all over this land. I'm interested in him. I actually believe in a lot of the stuff, some of the stuff he said. I think a lot of the stuff that he said, I can sort of understand the resentment against rabbinical Judaism at the Second Temple period. I get it. Like I get where I wouldn't have gone around about it the same way that he did, but I get it. But I think many Jews either have the perspective that I have,
was
or they
pretty
just
bad.
don't. It just doesn't mean anything to them. But this whole idea of he's burning in hell, I just hope
I
you
don't
understand.
know.
Like in
I think it's
average, everyday Jewish society, we don't talk about Jesus at all. Like we're just
Right. Yeah, I know. Y'all are still waiting on y'all's Messiah. I get it.
exactly. That's like we just don't have any Jesus talk
Yeah, Jesus didn't fulfill any of the prophecies, pretty much.
for us, and that should be okay.
For y'all, yeah.
If he fulfilled the prophecies for you, and that's something you feel wholesome with, like you feel content with it, I say God bless. That's great. Like good for you. That's fantastic.
So it's like, why don't we live in the times of the stoning? Why don't we get stoned anymore?
There are people who get stoned.
Why? But in the majority
There are
of
many
the world,
people-
the majority of the world, why don't we
No,
get stoned
that's
anymore?
a
The law
very
rises.
Western viewpoint. In the Middle
Well,
East,
exactly.
in
why?
the Middle East where I live today,
Okay.
where Jesus is from, in the,
Where
the
does
same
what
people,
does
the
stone
same
mean?
people who have
Yeah,
I
these
gotta
Jesus.
check
No.
this.
There are hundreds of thousands of Christians, actually millions of Christians still in the Middle East, and they get stoned.
What?
Yeah, okay. Yes,
Today.
they get stoned. Are they stoning people?
They're not stoning people. They get stoned.
Exactly. They're not stoning people. The Christians aren't stoning people.
What is that? It's people. Stoning still happens.
Yes, stoning does still happen. Yes, but that was the whole point of Jesus. Like, we don't. Get
Wait, yeah,
stoned
that
for breaking
happens
the law.
in the
We don't
Middle
get
East.
stoned anymore. There's called.
I don't
justice,
think
it's
it
called
in
forgiveness.
You
Israel
don't
like,
get
it
stoned. There are
happens.
people who get stoned.
For not believing in the grace of God, for not believing in Jesus. Yes.
What?
The people that are the extremists, the people that go against God, right? Why do
No,
people get
that
stoned?
go against Islam, that go against Allah.
Are you talking about Islam?
I'm talking about, yes, the region that used to be Christian, the Middle East, has become
Okay.
Islamized, and there are plenty of people getting stoned every day for
Are
being
we talking
Christian.
about are we talking about the Sharia or law, or are we going to talk about
Sharia
Christians?
is the word.
Okay, are we going to talk about Muslims or are we going to talk about Christians? What
No,
is this?
you said people don't get stoned anymore. I'm telling you that's not true.
Okay, but I'm not talking about Muslims. Of course, there's Muslim extremists. Muslims aren't Christians. Do you agree?
That has no connection to what you said. The statement that that came out of your mouth was people don't get stoned anymore. I'm just saying that they do.
I'm saying, okay, the purpose of Jesus' movement, his church.
I think I
preaches
was
love and
oriented
forgiveness.
badly
That's not
there.
Islam.
Like I didn't,
That's not the Catholic
not
Church.
orient.
I'm
I
not
just
saying
like
that it's Islam. I'm not
the
saying
way
it's
I
Catholic.
held
You
up
just
my
made one simple
people.
statement that you said
That,
people
I don't know
don't
if
get
that's
stoned
bad. I
anymore.
think it's bad.
And I'm saying to you that people very much do. Did you mean something else?
Within the order of the church, yes, of Christians.
So you're saying within
Society of
Christian
Christians.
society, people don't get stoned.
Yes.
Okay, good. I didn't understand what you were. That was not obvious to me. I thought you were just saying people don't get stoned anymore because Jesus came as a Messiah. I thought that was a connection that you were making. So you're saying
But also it did
obviously people
happen
still get
after
stoned, there's
Jesus. It happened
extremists,
during
yes, there's
So-
Muslims, there's people
during
that kill other people,
slavery.
yes.
okay.
Well,
So
I
you're
don't know
saying
what-
that because Jesus came now in Christianity, you don't stone each other.
Christian society, yes, we do not stone each other for breaking the law.
I mean, this is
Okay, great. I
basic
didn't understand
knowledge
what
on
relevance that had to
slavery.
Jesus
People
coming, though.
did get stoned in slavery.
Okay, well, Jesus Christ, the Messiah, he brought peace. He brought this certain aspect of human nature, which is forgiveness and love. It's the progression of society. Okay, there's no Islam. There's no.
When did the
there's
peace
no
start?
stoning. When did the peace start?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You said he came and he brought peace.
He's
And this
not
isn't me
very
shitting on Jesus in any way,
anti-Israel.
God forbid. That's not what I'm saying. For my Christian followers who are watching right
Where?
now, that's not. I'm
He's
just
not
trying to
even
ask a
talking
simple
about
question.
Israel.
You said he brought peace.
Well, I guess like the Catholic Church.
The Catholic Church
The
brought
Catholic
peace.
Church has brought certain societies that were doing very abominable acts against God, and they
Okay.
turned the societies around.
So
Yes.
Jesus didn't bring peace. The Catholic Church brought peace to certain societies.
Okay. Do you know who Saint Peter is?
Yeah, roughly familiar.
Okay.
Roughly.
Well,
I'm
Saint Peter
not
was the
gonna say
first pope.
magic. Like I'm 100%.
Saint Peter's technically the first pope.
Okay.
He was the apostle of Jesus Christ.
Hmm.
Went to Rome, Italy,
Right.
right? So yes, Jesus Christ instituted a church, which is the Catholic Church.
I think that's
Saint
close
Peter
enough.
technically
It's
being the
hard to
first
tell
pope.
though.
Catholic Church changing the world for the better. That's the whole thing.
Okay, but I mean, still under. And again, this isn't me calling out all Christians.
Rome, Italy, yes. Do you know it? Do you know the history of the Roman soldiers?
I don't want anybody to get offended by what I'm about to say. I'm just saying there was still also like things like the Inquisition after the death of after Jesus coming, and the Crusades, which were
Yes.
not peaceful.
Okay. Yes, because
I-
obviously people were going against Christians.
So
People were trying to.
I'm just trying to understand because you've made two blanket statements that you've had to give further context for already. You said one statement that people don't get stoned, and then you clarified, so I understand that point. Now you've said that Jesus brought peace, but you corrected yourself and you said the Catholic Church brought peace to specific places. So is that the statement, or did Jesus bring peace?
Who instituted the Catholic Church?
Close
So you're
enough, I
saying
think,
the
but I'm
Apostle
not
Peter?
100%.
Saint Peter.
Jesus Christ
Also close.
started a church.
Correct, but peace didn't happen from that.
Eventually it did, yes.
There's no peace right now.
What do you mean?
I live
You
in the
know,
Middle East. There's no peace.
I don't know why
I
I'm
know, 'cause
talking
a lot of people
about
don't
this,
accept
but
Jesus.
I live in the land
Israel's
of peace. A lot of people
relatively
don't
poor
accept Jesus.
But
to the
even when
U.S.,
most-
but
even
it's
when most people
very
accepted
rich
Jesus here,
for
there
the
wasn't
rest
peace.
of the world.
Yes, because a lot of people deny Jesus.
Israel's
That's the
crazy
whole
rich.
point.
So,
The
okay,
rest
just
of
to
the world.
understand your point, I'm just trying to understand your point. And again, please, Christians who are watching, don't get offended. I'm just asking questions. I'm just curious. For there to be peace, everybody needs to accept Jesus?
Yes, Christ Jesus in their hearts.
So then he
Yes.
didn't bring peace. He brought an ultimatum, is what you're saying. He brought a worldview where if you have to accept that
16%.
worldview, or
It's
there's
still,
no peace.
it's weird how it's
Am I
still
getting that correctly?
16%.
Well, there's obviously good and evil. If you choose good, there's going to be good. If you choose evil, there's going to be evil consequences.
Is,
Yes.
is everything in your worldview other than Christianity evil?
If you're against Jesus, yes.
What if you neutral on Jesus? What if you're a Hindu or a Buddhist who has zero relationship with Jesus?
Can't worship God and the devil.
So everything that's not Christianity is evil.
If you're not aligning with Jesus Christ, yes, it's evil.
So if you're not aligning with Jesus Christ, so if you are a Hindu, if you're a Buddhist, a Jew, a Muslim, evil.
What? I
Do you know
think
like what the certain
Muslims
beliefs
do.
Hindus do? Do you know like
Actually, I don't know.
Hindus?
Tal
I don't
probably knows better than I do.
Right.
I'll be surprised
That's
if I
evil?
do.
Is that evil?
I'm better
I'm
than-
asking questions here. I'm genuinely
Whoa,
trying to
that's
learn from you.
good.
I'm just trying to
Well, I'm
get like
asking-
because you've made a statement where you said that he brought peace, and now
Okay.
you've clarified that he didn't bring peace. It was Saint Peter, his
Please
apostle,
join.
who brought peace through the Catholic Church to specific places. And then I said,
Yes.
we don't live in peace, and you said yes, you don't get to be in peace until you accept Jesus. So the peace is predicated on an ultimatum that you accept Christianity as your faith. If you don't have that, there's no peace.
Right.
So I'm just trying to clarify if I understood that right. So it's basically it's either
What don't you
Christianity.
get? What don't you like about Christianity? What is this?
I'm just not interested in it. I have no interest in it. I'm curious.
just-
I'm curious about the life of Jesus. Don't speak for me. I told you what I've done already. I'm curious. I have many Christian friends. I like Christianity overall. I think it's a better faith option in the Middle East than what we see right now with Islam going crazy.
Oh, better faith.
But I don't believe in it. It doesn't mean anything to me
Yeah,
spiritually.
it is. It's
Like, I have no
definitely better
connection to
than
Jesus in
Islam.
a spiritual way.
And I
I'm the
think
same
it's
blood as
also
him.
better
I
than
DNA tested
Judaism
myself.
in a
We're both
way.
Arameans.
Is one
You know, like,
actually I don't know.
I believe he was
Judaism-
somewhere, maybe a great uncle or cousin or
Islam is
father of mine.
definitely
but
I
I
don't
don't-
think
It
good,
doesn't mean
but
anything to me spiritually.
Judaism is interpreted
So it's
in
just
a annoying way.
Just a Jew. Just a Jew
Just
that
a
was born and
Jew.
raised in Judea. For me, he believed in a certain set of rules. I believe he was probably a pretty powerful rabbi, too. I believe he probably knew the Torah very well, the Talmud very well, believed, and I appreciate that about him. He was probably very religious, but he doesn't mean to me anything spiritually.
Did
So he's just
you?
lying.
I didn't say he's lying. He just doesn't mean anything to me spiritually. I don't,
Or
his.
do you think certain of verses in the Bible were just constructed by the Romans?
Let me clarify one more time. The New Testament means nothing to me spiritually at
No,
all.
I know. I get that. That you said that 4 times now. But so, are certain parts of the New Testament just constructed by the Romans? To go against the Jews? Is
I'll
that your thing?
clarify again. I've read the New Testament. I'm actually in the process of reading it again now. It just doesn't. I don't perceive it as lies or truths or fake or not. It doesn't mean any. The same way I've read the Quran. I have the Quran right here on my desk.
Okay, but
It
something
doesn't
that has
mean
so much
anything to me.
influence all over. Something that has so much influence all over the world. How does that not mean something to you? How does that
It
not
influences
spark
you
something
because
in your
you're a
brain?
Christian, but my worldview is not Christian, so it doesn't mean anything to me.
So you don't even just think about it.
I think about it every
That
day.
changed the world.
Every day, and I get messages on my followers who are
This
Christians.
man, this
people-
name Jesus Christ, that changed the world. That
But that's the
doesn't-
thing. Like Jesus Christ is a Roman name. I have no connection to that name. It's literally it's Greek. It's not.
Okay,
It's
so that's
Latin.
the thing. You're going against the Romans. The Romans.
No. I'm just like if you want to talk to me about Yoshua, and maybe you want to call him Yoshua Mashiach. I don't know. However you like the
What is
westernization
that?
of this very much
What
Middle
the
Eastern
hell?
man who I'm connected to by blood. That just kind of turns me off a bit.
That's so
When you
funny.
call him Jesus Christ, it's
Okay,
like it
that
makes
was
me
a
feel a little bit
first
like
one.
I'm like,
I don't
okay,
know
that's
why I did that.
you're anglicizing my next of kin, you know, like my
So is
my blood.
Mashiach a better name?
I will say, just if you want to have a conversation, to me, it's got a little more interesting when you call him by his actual name. But
Let's
again,
say the Mashiach then. Let's say the
okay,
true Mashiach.
if that's what you want to call him, no problem. You can call him the true Mashiach. I'm just saying, like, for me, religiously, it means nothing. I'm inspired by his story in some ways. I'm inspired by the love and the happiness that he brings to Christians all over the world. I really do find it amazing, and I agree with you that Christian communities in the Middle East way more peaceful than Muslim communities, like by a far, far margin in 2025. But spiritually, I feel nothing.
The thing is, here it's not even
Maybe I'm
about
going to hell,
religion.
I don't know.
That's the thing. It's like no. That's the thing. It's like you have your free will to do that.
Thank you.
I'm not like I don't hate you. I'm not like
I don't hate you either, by the way.
It's just more just like spreading love, really.
I
And that's that's what Jesus represents, is love.
100% I stand behind that. If that's your mission, is to spread love, bro, more power to you. That's what I stand behind. I'm all about it. And I actually think that's something that we Jews, I really believe that's something we could learn a little bit more from the Christians. I'm not saying that Christians do it perfectly every time, because God knows there's a lot of you guys. But
Yeah, there's-
I think that
I agree with you, man. There's not not everybody's perfect.
we the Jews, we never really talk. We talk more about this idea of tikkun olam and being a light to the nations. We don't really talk often about love, and I think that's something that we can learn from the Christians is preaching a little bit more of love, an idea of love and compassion. I definitely think that's something we could improve on as Jews, 100%.
Okay. I'm glad we found common ground.
Look at that, we found common ground. You know, that was
Look,
good.
man.
Good
If I was
conversation.
being petty earlier, it was just
You're good, man. You put up a good conversation. You made it very interesting for me as well.
That was,
I hope
I
you didn't get
guess, a
offended by
bit
what I
my
was saying,
fault.
because I'm being genuine with you too.
no. I didn't get offended by you, brother.
What's your name,
Look,
brother?
I've just seen like other stuff. I've seen other people that like believe in the same stuff you do, and they've spit on me. They've like
Don't believe the propaganda, bro. We have the #1 growing Christian community in the Middle East. Is happening in Israel. There's more churches opening up here every year, and I'm proud of that. I'm happy that Christians are feeling a safe place here. And just so you know, as an Israeli, I welcome you here anytime. Come, follow in the footsteps of Jesus. Come see him, see where he lived, see where he prayed, see where he grew up. I welcome you to my land to come and see this. Please, it's your home as well. You're welcome
appreciate
anytime.
it, brother.
See you, my man. Have
God
a great
bless.
day. God bless you too. That was great. That was a fantastic fucking conversation. God bless. And I really hope that none of you guys got offended by that. I didn't mean anything mean by it.
I don't
it's how
think
I really
anyone
feel.
did. He doesn't. He's not on point with when people get mad at him. He doesn't really
Head to the
understand
travelingclad.com
what makes
and become
people
a
mad.
sweet Zionist prince or princess today. Or maybe even let the world know you're a white colonizer.
That was a
with
bad
matching
shot,
hat.
but
Tell
at
the
least
comment
it's
section
funny.
you were thrown out of 109 countries by joining the 109 Club with a matching hat. They say it was promised to you 2,000 years ago. Double down and grab a shirt that was promised to you 3,000 years ago with a matching hat. Ever dreamed of Zionizing like me? Do it with a matching hat, damn it. Show off your
Damn,
Iraqi
bro,
pride
so
by
damn
being
fair.
someone's back daddy or showing them you were made in Iraq with a matching hat. It's time to laugh in the face of those who attack us. Wear their hate with pride and you become untouchable. TheTravelingClad.com. We got mugs, stickers, shirts, hoodies, and so much more. Go grab yourself something nice, Habibis and Habibtis. You deserve it. If you don't want to buy any merchandise, the best way to support me is by donating on Buy Me a Coffee, by PayPal,
That's
or becoming a member
very
on Patreon.
sad.
Your support is very much needed and very much appreciated. Thank you.
That's so annoying.
So with
Yeah,
Rocket
we
League
can
Season
win.
21 dropping a new ranked playlist, I thought I'd get going on my Heatseeker placements as early as possible. And it was quite the experience. With how chaotic this game mode is, it's bound to lead to some ridiculous moments as we climb through the ranks. Some people didn't believe I was real, some called me bad at Heatseeker, and I ended up in a couple grudge matches. Today we're gonna finish the rest of my placements and see what rank we end up at. Hope you guys enjoy.
All right, we're 5 games into our placements for Heatseeker, and it has been a wild ride. I've gotten someone who said they reported me even though I scored all 7 goals because I broke some TOS. He said that I'm going to be sued for $100,000 for breaking the Heatseeker rules. But here we are. We're in a snowy map, which, by the way, the new season, whenever they do the winter season, they seem to add the winter maps. I'm not a big fan of this one. You guys scaring me a little bit.
That's
Yeah, I'm
annoying.
not a big fan of it.
Well,
We're
I
shooting
have
it
to
pretty
do.
nicely
I
through the
was
ranks here.
carrying, yeah, but I didn't carry
And so
enough.
far, people seem to be able to aerial. My first game in that season 21 review was decent. People had the ability to hit the ball, but I've had some kind of wild games. I think that's going to happen at the very start of the season with Heatseeker. Is you're going to have a wide range of skill. Great pass from my teammate. I'm hoping to alleviate as much pressure. I also find that so far with the what the hello. So far with the the placements,
That's low.
it's been a
I know
situation
it's
where I either
low,
have to
even
play
though
full
it wasn't
defense
100%,
because my teammate can't
but
aerial
I'm
for the
pretty
ball,
sure.
or I've had to play full offense with or full
I don't know
defense
if
because
that's
my teammate can't
bad.
do anything, or full
Probably.
defense because they want to go for bumps and stuff. So this guy seems to want me to go forward, which is perfectly fine. It's over my head. I only sit there. Oh, it's fine. He's gonna miss that, and then we just bloop. Might be a pretty fast qualifier. Or I keep saying qualifier. What is wrong with me? Placements. I saw a comment from one of the Heatseeker mates. I also talked to Klexic and a couple other people. The main comp mode is 3v3, and so it is a little bit silly to have the ranked mode be 2v2. But he also did argue that you'll get faster queues and you can learn Heatseeker a lot faster in 2v2. But at the same time, it's not the mode they
Maybe
play
it's good enough.
like, competitively. Give it a score. This maybe right. Ugh. More pass, King Potato. I believe in you. I love these high lobs that he's giving me. No. Another one.
I'm afraid I might have went way too
So
good
I'm
in
gonna
that
try this shot that they
Heatseeker.
do in Heatseeker. It's kind of hard to do.
Bro, I don't know. They were
And I don't think it's
crazy, and I
double setup,
still,
but I don't know
and
how
I
to actually
lost
get
to the
finish.
crazy, very good
proper
people.
spot.
But like, at the same
Alright,
time,
Potato, I believe in your aerials.
I still gained
Nice.
points. So I'm thinking that I'm
I
way
keep hitting it
too
too far. Getting the right
good
idea,
for
though.
what I actually am.
Okay, let's do a normal redirect. Never mind, I don't need to hit it. Nice, good shot. So far, no
Definitely
comments from
done.
the Quebec squad here.
Too left.
But in solo queue, for the opponents, it's been insane. Oh yeah, here we go. Uh-oh, Potato.
I'll allow it. I think
Uh-oh.
it's a bit too high,
Not our finest
but I'm
moment.
not 100% sure.
Oh, I see the decal, the Shopify decal on the other team. I like that.
I'm 99. Let's go. What is the good
Can I hit this
deal?
again?
Oh, on 90. Maybe that's what it is. Very good goal. Like,
That's the
the
first
thing
time
is,
I've ever had.
the goals that aren't going directly in the middle are very
And he saved
good.
it by accident. I'm saving the replay. I gotta go watch
But
that.
the thing is, if I aim for the middle every time, I can
I've never
aim
hit that
for
properly. I
every
was just talking about how I never know how to
location
do the
every
setup, and then I
time.
got it, and he saved my shot. I will say it's fun that Heatseeker is ranked now.
The thing is,
because
it's
I feel
also
like
good that
It's a
the
lot more
exact
enjoyable to
middle
have
is
something to work
also
towards rather than just playing
higher than the
casual.
bottom.
I don't know. Something about ranked modes always gets me going. I'm not gonna hit this
Yeah.
again. Well, I am gonna hit this again.
I know that
Go
was
back to
too
when I
low,
played
but
Heatseeker by
maybe it
myself,
wasn't
like,
that long.
45 seconds. There's a redirect. Nice. One more, and we'll have game one on our hands here. Oh, nice touch.
99. That's
Potato's not even playing anymore. He's just letting the post play the game. Oh, here we go. Ah! Come on! Can I score? Oh. All right, there we go. There we go. Okay, I almost hit the post again, but there's game one. I need to go watch that replay and see what happened. Like he was just floating there.
I think it's
What
good
is
enough.
that?
I don't know though.
He was not trying to read that.
Too right. I think.
Oh, he's
Oh,
just
I,
trying to read the
it's
first
an I
hit.
think moment, so I don't know.
He was just flying
That's
up.
close enough.
Oh my. Don't give me a trophy. I don't deserve it. Also, very random, but Fruit Ninja is ready to go. This is the final version, I think, and it'll be out very, very soon. So if you're curious about that video, it'll be out in a couple days. Oh, it's actually not loading properly in free play, but
Maybe it's good enough.
it does work properly in land match. All right, game number 2. We have
You
three
did
loading
this
boards.
thing, bro.
Oh, it's all solo
I
queue.
don't know. I
This is where-
find
this is
those
where it gets
preachers
spicy.
kind of
People say
annoying.
things.
But if they're
Alright, I'm
actually
gonna
there to
go up
preach
here.
love, like, it's not as bad.
Oh, my teammate jumped up.
Still
so I was gonna try
pretty
past him.
annoying.
Wait, the other guy's not playing. No,
Like,
dude,
I don't
come
know.
on. Is he here?
I agree with the left-wing people. They're
I'm
very
gonna do,
annoying.
a little pass to myself until the ball gets too fast.
I think the thing is, the guy
keep,
Talmet, that was online
this.
preaching. That's not as bad. That's fine. You can do
Yeah.
that. Just, you
Oh,
can
no.
skip that guy if you don't like him.
Nice touch.
But like in public, it's pretty
Ooh.
weird. I don't know.
Russell. Oh, that's a great shot from Russell. He said, okay, I guess he doesn't like me playing. Oh, he got so mad he teamed up with somebody. My bad.
Well,
That's on me. That is on me. Should I go for a bump?
too high. Actually, pretty middle though. Too low and too right.
That's a goal. So far, people aren't reacting to the little micro touches, but I think later on in the ranks, they will react to those. I'm not sure how many games you need to win before it starts putting you higher. 'Cause I think in my 5th game,
Close
right
enough.
before oh, what a shot. Right before I started recording, it was plat. I think I was in. Yeah, this guy has a plat tournament winner so far. So and diamond. Okay, diamond. This guy's won a tournament already. I'm slacking. All right, come here, King. I'm sorry to do this to you. I believe in you, York.
Let me. I hope it's yeah. It's
Oh, good touch. This guy knows how to play Heatseeker, but does he know how to defend this? No. So as long as I can get the redirect, I should beat Russell.
Unlikely, but could have bounced back.
I want to get that double again in this video. I'm gonna get one.
Definitely not good. Maybe a good shot,
Uh-oh,
but
sorry.
not where I.
King. He just
Okay.
stopped moving. Wait, what is King doing? Did he give up?
Nice.
I don't know. I think he gave up. I don't know what's happening so far. Oh.
The thing is, Rocket League content
Unlucky.
is terrible. Or maybe not terrible, but it's not as good
Self pass to the redirect.
when it's like
Uh-oh.
you can't see it. So I guess
Yep. Any rolling
it's
ball,
just
you're gonna
random
swipe that a little
talking,
bit.
I guess. What
Or
I'm
play a little bit
listening
of
to.
defense. Just like sit back, double up on defense, get the ball moving really fast. I'll try it. Hee Bye. Okay, double tap. No. I don't know how to get the lift on this ball.
Nice.
Yorick, toss it to me.
Oh, that's bad. 5.
I believe in you, York.
I'm not at my best, but
Uh-oh.
I'm still
I'm a little
pretty
scared for
high
you.
up there.
Blind. No, come on. I gotta go back here. Holy, what a touch. That's a great touch. That was a good clear.
Nice.
Oh boy. Hey, get up there.
I'm
Holy,
unsure
okay,
about
he's
that.
up.
I saw
I
it
didn't tell him to go
perfectly,
up.
I still am unsure about it.
Should just be a shot. Nice try on the save. That's a pretty close game. That's kind of the fun thing about Heatseeker, is it
What
tends
is
to be
this?
like an intense close match. Most of the time.
That's
Unless they
close.
get aerial. Oop, to you, York. Good try. How? Wait, they swapped places. I just realized King is on my. He just likes being around me. He said GG in chat. What is? I like the confidence. But it's first to 7, not 6. King, are you gonna get me? Wee, wee.
Oh, I know where that's gonna be. What am I doing? Damn, even that was bad.
This guy wants me.
This is a hard one.
All right.
Yeah, even that's
Might be
not
it.
good enough.
Boop. And there it is. Dude, such a funny mode.
Finally, I
People
got
are just
one.
like, I
Oh,
don't know,
I'm
it's either like they're
too.
chasing or they're going for
I don't know, that was a
constant
streak
or
of
they're like
bad.
just complete guardians in the net. That's like the
Well,
3
it's
options
not
you have.
fair.
I'm still salty about that double tap that was robbed from me, and I would like to get another one. So I would like to play offense again. Wait, that just did?
And
Oh,
maybe
I can't
it's
even like
fine.
set up a double. I think the ball needs to be around like the 6 to 10 hits mark to get a really good speed for it. But I might be totally wrong on that. But the gameplay completely changes every
7.
time that the ball is hit.
I hate that
Because
that's
it
how it
changes,
ended, but
Like how
yeah, 7 is good.
fast the ball manipulates itself.
What am I
And I feel
doing?
like at the slowest pace, it is easier to read, but it is not as fast of a play. I'm gonna go back to the ground and then pop this to me. Yes. I'm gonna try this double again. Dude, why does it do that? Oh. Hey. I'll be having that. Thank you very much. You gotta throw in a demo once in a while, right? Right?
Too right.
It's allowed. It's not against the terms of service, as that one guy. I can't, dude. I can't. Oh, I didn't read that. Nice save. This is gonna be you again, though, my friend. You gotta get. Oh.
I don't think it's good enough,
Like a weird
but
scoop.
again, if it's pink, then I don't
Sorry.
know.
I'm so sorry about that one.
Yeah, no,
Hey.
I'm pretty sure.
Hey.
That could have been good actually. I don't know why.
Oh,
I could
man,
have.
I feel bad. I feel bad. I do feel bad. That's a
What
huge
was?
lob.
How did I get it over? That's very crazy.
I didn't even do that.
Over the
Why
whole
did you
net
bring
for
it
that?
to me? Well, that was a minute and 14 game. Wow.
The craziest
For
thing is
Diamond,
if I
think
score the far goal.
So far, we got Boostfield Mod. And you can see what
actually,
I
I don't
meant
know
in
if that's
the
what I
review
meant.
video where I
If
talked
I
about
score the
visibility,
far
like,
goal
you can't really see
on top of the
cage
post
that
with
well.
no
You kinda have
like
to, zoom it
tricks
out. Start
of
getting- get
like
up there
wasting
redirects.
time or something, no double touches, nothing
Great
like that.
save.
That would be the
I was gonna say great
craziest.
save, but unlucky.
Could be good enough. I don't think it is.
It's smart of him to fall back on it, but
Oh.
it somehow like popped out of. Yeah, his wheels hit it up.
Might be good enough as well. It was pretty low though.
Also, I have people
We'll see,
saying that
huh?
my car is ugly, but I bet you guys drive like a Mazda 3 or, you know, like a very basic looking car. If you had this car, you would think you're like the sickest person ever. This is a sick car. Wait, what is this? What is this guy? What is going on? what is going on?
A
Just
bit
drove
too
past.
low,
Is
but
also-
I'll
what is that
run.
car? Is it the twin mill?
A very good goal, but not where I.
That is over my head. Dude, they keep throwing it over the goal.
Yeah, that's good.
That's off. Like, I just have to drive. No one's attacking me. You've got to pull out of defense. By the way, if you want to get better at Heat Seeker, the moments where you see someone chasing up for that little small redirect, you have to set up for early defense. Yeah, like that. That's a good play.
Too low. Nice.
No, he's got it. Bumping him out. Bumping him out. Bumping him out.
Yeah, that was
Ooh.
terrible.
Nice. So far, so good. Yeah, these placements are going by so quick. I shouldn't have said anything. It's going even faster.
When a child is in the hospital, family does whatever it takes to stay. At Ronald McDonald
Maybe
House,
that's
we give them a
fluffy.
community of support, warm meals,
The
and a
thing
place
is,
to
I
rest.
can't really
Because when a
tell the
child is in the
difference
fight of their
between
lives,
black people and
family stays. And
Africans.
Ronald McDonald House
It's
stays with them.
crazy.
Forfeit after 4? There's plenty of time. Shot like Dop.
I don't know.
I love the community.
Like, I mean,
usage
people in
as well as here.
Africa and, like, black Americans.
Okay.
It's hard
we
for
got?
me to tell the difference. I would
Uh-oh.
think
We got a
it's
demo.
not, but I mean, I saw Africans in Israel. And
See,
actually,
Boston
some
is
of
not
them
that
you
fast
can
when
tell,
it's
the
just
others
starting
you
like that.
might not be. You can kind of
You
tell.
gotta
It's a
get the
bit
ball moving
hard.
a little bit so that way it
I,
redirects
that
faster.
might be good enough.
I think the
don't know.
force that it changes the speed or
That's
direction
not
of the
good
ball
enough.
is increased as well as the pace.
Yeah.
Because I think it's like a constant force that's being applied to this ball. Uh-oh. It's a constant force, so it's like that force will also pull the ball in faster. Nice save. I can't really redirect this, I don't think. Maybe I can. I can.
But I don't know how Tall
Yes,
doesn't
you wanna
know
get the
that,
ball
like,
moving a little bit faster,
weird
for those
Christians
redirects, or
preach
else it'll always just
love.
like not curve in fast enough.
It's a very known fact. I
This
don't
guy
know.
can aerial. I'm trying to do like fake ghost skims. Oh.
Might be good enough. I think it is.
Yeah, there we go. That ball was a little bit faster, so it was able to hit the ground and then change the
Double
force.
touch, and that wasn't how I wanted
I
it.
think it was
to
like
go.
maybe like 8 or 9 hits in.
That might have been good enough. That's
WTF.
definitely
I mean,
not.
I'm still my placements. He still hits it so high.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying to push up and also get that, but I
Nice.
probably should just move up. Boom! Go outside.
Yeah.
I do go outside. I felt
Yeah,
bad about
that's
that one. I
definitely
partake
true.
in the
I need to
outdoors, and
Make
yes,
sure those are
yes, I
definitely
am.
not.
This
That
is
is a
one
restart
of a
training.
kind title.
Because that does require to restart the training.
They don't believe it's me. Mine glows. Don't be mean.
I think it was close enough, actually.
Yeah, but mine glows. What is this guy on about? It literally is me. What is going on? Everyone's just like so salty and hate seeker. I don't get it. I don't get it. This guy's name Rapupu? Excuse me? It's maybe Rapupo. Are they moving?
Rapupu.
Oh, we getting in here. We getting active.
Damn, too
Back to
high.
you.
I didn't think of that. Didn't think that was even possible.
Great pass. They're trying to get saucy on the serve. I'll get saucy right back.
Too
We should
right.
get score on and then do the same
right.
fake. Do it to them.
Both of them.
Go up a couple
I'll
goals.
allow it. I know
That's behind
the.
that guy.
I shouldn't have done that. I should have
I
reset
couldn't even
before
save
that
it.
because
I tried to save it.
not a good
So far
enough
these games,
ball,
these
but
qualifiers
I'll
have-
allow it.
I keep saying qualifiers. What is wrong with me? These qualifiers have been very
Misogynistic.
Oh wow, what a block.
Misogynistic
We
qualifier.
do
Is
it.
that even possible?
Let's get through
Yeah,
the
I
placements
guess.
and play a couple
But not
games
for
that, where the
Rocket.
game finally places me. So I feel like this is not it, and I feel bad.
Oh,
I'm in
no,
these
that's
games,
right. there.
Oh, good try. Oh no, it's in my net. Okay, here we go. I got the kickoff. I got the kickoff. Don't worry, it's all me.
I can't tell if
Watch-
no,
watch me
it's too
cook.
high. It's not. I can't tell if it's too high or a bit too high. It's definitely too.
No. It's all good. Ready? Woo! Woo! Woo!
Kind of problem. Could be good
Isn't
enough.
anyone
I think it is.
going to approach?
Whoa.
What is going on? They just refuse to push up. Boop. One more?
Might be good enough again. Not
Could be in
far.
trouble here. Oh, okay, that's good. Nice shot. Okay, this
Still
guy
too low.
knows ball.
Right.
There we go. All right, is this my final placement?
Good
I think
enough.
it might be. I can't remember. It might be number 9.
Actually, not as good as I expected, but probably good enough.
That should be free for my teammate.
What's happening?
Absolutely lobs that
okay.
ball. What the heck?
That's not good enough.
I think Dominus can really get those like lifted shots.
Gonna ring like right now, basically.
Come on, man. That was so clean. I didn't hit that. Good speed though. No problem. I can't believe I didn't hit that.
No, I have to
Let's get fancy.
end training. I hope it's good enough to. I hope Control R works.
Temp, you need to hit the ball. And they're out of here. Okay.
The bottom
Is that
6.
my final game?
Good, I
Did
didn't
get
drop a
place?
percentile. A
I
percentile
did.
was a lot.
I
In,
have Diamond 2. Let's play some. Let's play some Fruit Ninja while we wait. Boom. In Fruit Play, there's no scoring, so we're just cutting fruit for fun. Ooh, it's a pomegranate.
yeah, percentile. The lower you are,
We got
the lower the
V
percentage is, the
Beetle.
more a
Right,
percentage.
Grimace?
Because I
We got
guess
Rapupu on the other team.
you can also have a
Way.
lower and lower percentage going upward. That's also. It's hard to increase percentages there.
Hey. This guy knows ball. Yeah, he knows ball. He's become my arch nemesis. Let's read this off the backboard. Oh, he does. What the? Yeah, people are getting better. This is cool to see. Oh, he read the redirect too. There she is. A little bit of a lame goal, but we will take it. People are getting better at defense. Oh, good speed. Smart. Oh, he actually didn't hit it. He didn't hit it. Nice save. It's gonna be hard to read. What a save, though. Okay, my teammate's like goated on defense. Oh my god! What is that not in? Weird one. If he saves that, he's the GOAT. I was gonna say, if you can save that one, that's insane. It says hello. Oop. I don't want to be rude and bump here, but it has to be done. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Big clears. Boop. And it's in.
Yeah, I should have been better there. I guess. Like, that's
I can't
literally.
tell if like, I think a lot of your potential in Heatseeker can be done with decision making, but there is a lot of skill involved.
I don't know, my teammate is not that good.
It's fine. You might do a little redirect though. Nice save. Yeah, look at that. It doesn't really curve in at all. Ooh. The way you have to hit the Heatseeker ball to make sure it doesn't pop up too is very specific part of the ball. Oh, they're swapping it up.
That's annoying. Bro, he like took it from me and then he just like failed me. That's crazy.
Oh, good save. Get in there, Grimace. Boom! I'm sorry, Rapupu. It has to be done.
I
I'm
didn't
probably
think I
absolutely
would
butchering
do
this guy's
that
name,
bad.
by the way. He's there. That was almost nasty. What a save.
I would
That's a
say
great
that's
shot.
my fault.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. They've swapped positions, and it's been working for them. That's the
I
kind of thing
think
about
we
Heat
can
Seeker, you have to
still win,
dynamically
and according
change
to
up the
my
roles based on what the other team is doing. So
the
it's
way
kind of
I
interesting, and
play.
I feel like
we can win.
I feel like it's a bit of a rock paper scissors. Like if one team is doing one thing, you want to change it up to do another thing. And it's also like the rotations are very different to regular Rocket League. What a save. Should be okay. Boop. There it goes. I gotta stop saying boop. Oh, they're both going. This is good. I need my moment right here. This is it. Big clear. What a read. Try and save it. No, I'm gonna save it. He's still shot at top right. Where do you even start? Well, you better start because the game's over. What the heck, man? I'm getting slander. I'm top 50 in twos. I play Heat Seeker all the time. I'm very good at Heat Seeker. Am I in a vid? I'm running. We're gonna do one more, and hopefully that is our champ because it seems we're moving pretty quickly. More Fruit Ninja. Give me a banana. Give me a Frenzy Banana real quick. Yes, Frenzy Banana. Boom. Oh, and a malt banana. All right, final game of the video. I don't even know what this video is. It's just me just messing around with the Heat Seeker. We got Rapupu again. Let's go, but he's on the other team, and we got his teammate. A little shuffle up. It's the special guest is Rapupu. What a shot! This guy's actually decent. All right, ready for me? Here we go. Oh, come on. That would have been so clean. Might go up. I can't double that. I'm so bad. Oh, I missed again. Okay, you gotta hold the fort here, Edo. Nice save. Woo. Oh no, it's gonna be my net. Please spawn. No. Oh man. Uh-oh. It's fine, it's not in. Yeah, a little mean. A little mean. I will take it though. We gotta bring this back. Can we go lossless in? I mean, it's not impressive, but I'm trying to go lossless here. Try and push up the leaderboard because the faster, or the more often I win, the more the game just tries to accelerate your rank upwards. So we're gonna keep that going. It should be a free clear. Big boom. Ah, I'm slacking on the redirects.
Oh yeah, I have to.
I was one, but it was very tiny.
Well, my teammate was terrible there. I mean, regardless
still
if
too high.
I was bad or not, my teammate was like so bad. Like he didn't even help
I
me
am,
for the second.
I'm trolling. I'm sorry, it has to be done. There we go. There's one. Oh. No, I thought he was in the air. Where was he? Hey.
No, I'm really low right now.
Careful, Adet. Uh-oh.
That might be good enough. I'll
I didn't even hit it. I can't hit the ball right now. It's not even my teammate's fault, like, on the setups. I'm just not able to hit it.
definitely not good enough.
Oh, my.
Let's just check it. Okay, good.
Come on, be in.
Hopefully I
kidding
won't
me?
check again because I should know.
Dude, if that went out again, I'm gonna lose my mind. It's so bad
Close
at
enough, I
redirecting
think.
early on because it just doesn't force itself
Yeah,
towards
that
the
was
net.
bad.
Oh,
Yeah, when it has nothing to go off of.
I'm definitely
Pretty
trying to
bad.
get creative. I definitely want to like learn the more complicated mechs of Heat Seeker because there's some really interesting ways you can manipulate the ball. Oh, that's tough. I think he was getting bumped. And try for the double again.
Too low.
Off the side. No, man, I suck.
Too
I'm
low.
giving him like a perfect lob.
Still low.
Nice. Great pass. 2 more.
Too high. Top of
This
the
guy's got decent
net.
defense. He's able to get some nice clears to me. I've missed like 6 or.
I don't know if that's.
Dude,
I
those
think it's too
numbers
high.
are
I don't
actually,
know
like,
about
cursed for
two
me. I can't.
right
I
now.
always think about it the second I say anything. Like even 6. Just
Good
saying
enough.
6. It's awful.
Bottom, literally, maybe even
Oh, what a
touching the
shot.
ground.
Came to play this game.
Could it be good enough? I don't know.
Boop. And I said boop again. A dent. I'm sorry, man. It has to be done. If we go 5-5,
Way too
you know
low.
what must happen. It's already beginning. Oh no. No, and I keep missing. Oh, this should be my teammate for free. Oh yeah. And I can't hit the ball.
I think it's too low. Too
Oh
high.
my god, it's not in.
Too left.
What?
Probably too low.
I hate those
You're
corner
right,
bounces, man.
too
Okay,
high.
it must happen. I'm sorry. It's happening.
Too low.
There's one. Great
Nice.
pass, and we get one more goal.
Let's go.
Complete the
Okay.
video. Oh, yeah, we got a good one here.
I mean, what's the max I ever had? I had like 30 minutes.
Hit off the corner. I might just go in.
And
No,
the
it's not. Okay,
minimum I
that's
had is 2 minutes.
fine. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
He's got that.
Probably I'm improving.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. 6-6.
2
It's still
minutes
low,
is
it's
like
wrong.
5 times
bit
success
scary.
rate.
Never been worried. We just score like that. Oh, Heatseeker is so silly, man. I kind of love it. It's definitely one of the ranked
Might be
more
good.
more
I
often.
think it is
Got a slight
actually.
reader right there. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. What an interesting
I
experience
got
this has been
scared
so
because
far. I
we
really
were
wish I
at
got some
9
of the footage of
I
the
just
earlier
saw it.
games because I don't know. I was being threatened to get be sued by Epic because I went out of the net or something. I don't know what was going on.
Yeah,
I wish I
it's-
I wish I had like photos of what was being said. That was insane. Not quite champ, but at least I got my trusty.
I don't know if it's too
I'm very
high
happy with the
enough.
project, by the way. If you want to watch
Yeah.
how I made this, I have made
Too
a
right.
Channel 2 video that will be coming out very, very soon. And the full video of actually playing this will be out as well on the main channel. Probably 2 versions.
Too
One was
left.
the older version, and then the newer version here,
Too left.
which we have ball cam on the actual thing. It's supposed to position like this.
Close.
Yeah,
I don't
precinct
think it's
mode.
close enough all around.
Definitely one of the goofier mini games I've ever made in Rocket League, but it just came out so smooth. Bye bye.
Church would fall apart, but it's still growing. To find out how, I got on the phone with someone who used to be on the inside, a former remnant
That's
security.
high, but not.
What kind of things did you experience as part of the church?
Through my ex-wife, that was the
Too
main
low.
draw or attraction. She had done a class in her church before
Too high
I was
for
with
sure.
her, and then it kind of resurfaced again after she had her firstborn, and then the weight loss was
Oh,
a
wow.
trend or
At what point did you know something was wrong or didn't feel right or like?
quite early on, I was kind of a duck out of water. It just seemed too frilly and fashion show-like. During the whole security, there were several times where there was...
This is a more. This one is better for not
To me, that
watching.
was kind of a red flag. It was set up almost kind of like a military. Security cameras that were staged around the building.
So everyone was being stalked basically or watched.
Watched during
Yeah.
the worship service, people were being watched.
They got a room down in the basement, specifically to monitor, and it was multi-screen. And
Really? That's
every
creepy as hell.
And they can see
So
people if
for-
they're like not looking at Gwen or what if they're talking amongst each
Yeah.
other.
And would they call you out if you weren't looking at Gwen?
Yes.
I don't know if
Also,
it's way
they
too
mainly
high,
were
but
becoming persons
it's
of
too
interest,
high.
I guess, if you will.
And they didn't know they were being watched
No.
until now.
No.
Is this happening now?
Oh, I'm sure it is. There was a list from leadership of people to watch out for, and there was guys posted perimeter-wise with full kit and with ARs. supposed they are.
They have their own shooting range. How
Really?
many churches have their own shooting range?
Pretty crazy to talk to you about this as I'm staring at the church. It's just
You know, churches have security teams nowadays. Every church has that. But Remnant was leading the way, and they had a freaking army.
Maybe
One of
it's
the nights that I knew,
long.
it no longer is Christianity in my mind. I kind of just asked her, I said, if somebody was coming down the church drive and you knew they were coming after you, against you, they were ticked off. And she said, I'd have them shot down on the church drive. And I was like, so you would have somebody gunned down in the Remnant drive if you knew they were coming after you? She says, yes. And so that night, I remember leaving and going, you think of Christianity, like turning the other cheek, that teaching about forgiving, if someone strikes you, you turn the other cheek also. It was nowhere to be found with Remnant. Remnant took everything to extremes. They have people that are in government intelligence that go to Remnant that are sympathetic. And they would put together threat levels of people.
wow.
And they were getting information that the average citizen couldn't
So
get.
they work together in the government.
And so the church remnants.
How is that legal? That can't be legal.
Church
That's not legal.
It's not. And if those people
It's crazy because the one day I'm one match I'm absolutely terrible, the other I'm scoring crazy well.
Yes,
very
they knew
weird.
where I was everywhere I went.
How does that make you feel?
Too low.
It drove me insane. I hated it. I went over to the Way Down
Too
building
funny.
after church service one day to go just work in my studio in my office over there. I decided to sneak into Gwen's office,
Too low.
and I found a file she had on me that she had been collecting
think it's
negative stuff about me since I was in high school.
What? Why would any mom do that to her kid?
I went through kind of a dark
Maybe
phase
it's
in high
good.
school. I found this file and it just literally just destroyed me, and I was like, what?
Did you confront her about that?
I never told her.
I think that's the creepiest thing that I've heard so far.
She was the genuine definition of narcissism, to where she would always know more than anybody else. She had to be the expert on everything.
Maybe
It's
it's
part of her
good in
control
this
thing.
thing.
Was she smart? She went to college and got a degree. Like, was she smart?
David Shamblin was smarter than her.
Tell
She
me-
was a good speaker,
Tell
though.
me about your dad.
And he actually had the divinity training.
Were you close with him before he passed?
Yes. After I left the church, we would go to lunch
Might
every
be good
single day.
enough.
We came out every single day. So we became best friends the last 2 years of his life. I only had 2 years with him, but
How did he pass?
pancreatic cancer.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So she divorced him, filed against him.
I think it's
2017.
maybe good
Divorce was
enough.
finalized 2018.
He left the church as well?
He left the church like a year into it, like in 2000. Like he was only there for about eight months.
Really? But they were married and he wasn't in the church?
Yes, that's right.
That's odd. It's a red flag from the start.
Yeah, and ironically, like he was really beloved to a lot of people in the city, and he knew a lot of people. She was the Gwen, the charismatic,
I think that's good enough.
He never abused her. He didn't drink. He didn't do drugs. He didn't, he never cheated on her.
It's obvious that Michael has survived a lot of trauma, but opening up about it seems to be a positive step towards healing. Now we are heading to the building where it all started. Back in the
Close
90s,
enough, I
before the
think.
church
I'm
and before
not
the cult,
that-
there was a diet class called Way Down that Gwen started, and we just arrived at the exact location.
Remnant actually worshipped here for the first 2 or 3 years
Well,
of its existence.
right.
They've sold the building now. So does Way Down exist anymore?
It exists as like
Maybe
still
it's
the
good,
weightless
but
classes that the
corner,
Did you
but crossbar drops are
probably
not
10,000 hours worth of it.
what I
Yeah,
should
I worked
go
here for
for.
3 years in the shipping
I
department.
think it's
My entire
too
life has
right.
been
It's
based on
hard to tell now.
Way Down Remnant.
So you were really scared.
Definitely too high there.
Hard to believe, huh? Yeah.
That's not what I was
Maybe it's good enough.
Because I've seen pictures of
Too
Gwen.
right.
She was like a toothpick.
Too
I've
left,
had
whatever
hundreds to
that is.
thousands of people write me on like social media saying things like, Way Down program calls them to have eating disorders. So they're still to this day
Middle enough.
trying to unlearn the practices and things, the teachings that they had when they were in
Too
it.
left.
They would start pushing fasting, not eating for long periods of time.
So stop eating.
And then where it really got extreme was if you were in Remnant. You have people that are weight monitors, and you have leaders, so you're checking in constantly, and it caused people to go to extremes.
I'm trying to
pretty
understand
good.
why do they
Not
want
good
people to
enough.
lose weight? Like what's the significance of
So
that?
because that was the number one sin of Remnant was weight. And so thinness would be equated with godliness.
Other religions don't believe this.
Gluttony is a sin like in the Catholic Church or
Gluttony.
something like
I don't know
that,
what that
but Way Down has taken it
Maybe.
to the extreme. It is all appearance.
Now we
It's how
have
someone
gluten
looks.
here.
It's how
That's
you're doing
close
weight
enough.
this week dictates how close you are to God.
Okay,
Nice.
got it. That's
So I think this is an important point, though,
Yeah,
is that
please.
it's women. Way
Way
down
too
was
much.
99%.
Basically floor level.
I've actually started calling it the women's movement. It was women who run it. It was women who steer it. And so
Nice.
you have the ones who joined were like the families. It was headstrong women. They join Way Down. They get roped into joining the remnant.
Right.
They pull their husbands in. They pull their families in. It's strong women. It's women is what it's all been about.
interesting.
So, you know, just basic facts, diet programs in the 80s, 90s, whatever, 2000s, it's a lot more female than male. The teachings of Way Down, that's one of the dangerous parts of it. It's causing people to go to extremes, and you're doing it for God. So they would tell people that were
You're
struggling
doing
at
it
Remnant,
for
you need
God,
to fast for
Hill
40
Bailey.
days.
40 days? How do you even live? So how did people die?
If you
fasting?
have a lot of excess weight, it's possible,
Did
but it's
people-
not healthy. But people, I mean, there's been all sorts of issues where people have had damage, internal damage to your organs and stuff like that, mess up your pregnancies.
Do you think Gwen had anorexia?
She one time confessed to me almost like that she had taken it so far that her body, she goes, I would eat just a few bites of salad and that's all I could eat for the day or I'd gain weight.
Wow.
What is it, your resting metabolic
Yeah,
rate? It
right.
keeps going down and down as you're starving
Yeah.
more and more. So she was eating so
I think it's
little,
close
but she was
enough.
also wanting to drink alcohol.
Oh, she drank as well.
So she would drink wine, but eat a few bites of salad. I
Maybe
remember her
it's
complaining
I
about
don't
it to
know.
me.
Oh,
Her
I
body
was-
had just, it was shutting down. She was a little
Nice.
fuller figured, like when Way Down was popular. And then as Remnant
Well,
went on,
that's
you
cool.
just start seeing stick figure, anorexic
Yeah.
by the end. And that's the problem here is my
Nice.
sister who's taken it over. That's their ideal spiritual icon would have been Gwen or Elizabeth to these women.
To this day.
To this day.
Does that bother you?
Oh,
Very
yeah, usually
I'm
I'll
glad you're out.
said
I'm glad
that.
you're like, you seem to be
It
in a
shouldn't
much
be a
better state.
preference
I'll be honest
because
with you,
it's
my
8
whole
out
entire
of
purpose
12.
at this point is to go against this women's movement.
Sure.
That's kind of what I'm doing. Not to be overly threatening.
Lift up Jerusalem and make this place a light to the world. You
Maybe
are
that's
God
good.
of all.
I noticed that you never say the word mom and dad. You just prefer not to.
I say dad more, but Gwen, I started calling her Gwen. It's habit. And
Yeah. That's all right.
probably around the time when I found that file.
Before she passed, there was like a tension between you and her for a while. But you never confronted her about this stuff. You couldn't.
I did. I confronted her one time when she was storing ARs down in the church basement. And I said, you're going to get some Waco, some sort of crap going on here. And I've got kids. I'm saying they're going to come in with smoke grenades.
Yeah.
And so she called a meeting that night and
What do
had
you
to
mean?
move it out of the church.
Do you think there will be a realistic case where it could be shut down in the
Wait.
next 10 years? Like if all these allegations come out?
I've thought before trying to rally the city of Brentwood,
Mm-hmm.
Too right,
try to
for
get
sure.
politicians involved. You get enough people
Yeah.
crying out they might do something. But I would love to see the day where the doors are closed for the last time.
Since he left the church,
Yeah,
Michael's been
there's no
gathering
way to
evidence,
really-
not just about what happened inside Remnant, but what's still happening outside today. Now he has taken
Maybe
me
I'll
back
find a
inside his
way.
house to show me everything he's uncovered.
They were keeping files.
I know
of
I
every
can
single
pinch
member
it
of the church. They
technically,
still-
but that's not-
These are issues. This is
not
what we call
ideal.
the guidance system. If somebody had a doubt about
Maybe
Gwen,
it's
it would be
close enough,
written.
I don't know.
Every member has a webcast history, how much they were watching the services, and if they did not watch it, it was noted. It would be logged. Every single person. Like here's just some
Too long.
screenshots I took.
I don't know how
of
that
text
went
thread
that-
asking people once they make a home visit. Like she had
Just
people going through
looking.
their pantries, their fridge. They report back what they find in people's houses. If they find Gwen's books and stuff like that. People in the church. Here's an example of so-and-so chose not to come to Day of Trumpets and did not webcast either. Friendly reminder, Gwen is asking for those people in the Monday night class to have their weights reported once a month in the
Even
guidance.
still
Do
too
you call
low.
it invasive,
Actually, that was
intrusive,
really low.
all of the above?
Anyway,
Exactly.
maybe it's
They
good
had
enough.
maps of everybody's house everywhere they were in Brentwood. This was a time period when Gwen, she started changing the scriptures
Right.
to allow divorce when she wanted to get it.
Oh, so she would basically change laws depending on what she wants to do with her own private life.
Yes.
That's
And
crazy.
immediately
think
once
it's
she did
close.
this, all of a sudden you had all these women divorced, like lining up to divorce. You have so many families that have been split apart by this church, but that was a big deal when she did that. Now, this is something interesting. Looks like something I saved
Good
whenever they
enough.
make kind of threatening wording. I'd keep these screenshots. And this was just a sampling of what they really were deep down feeling about me.
All right, so what's going on here? You got a briefcase of things.
I didn't know if you knew this or not, but I've got a stalker. She was a part of Remnant
Close
Memphis.
enough. Huh?
She's currently stalking you?
Yeah. She's tried to kill me. She's been arrested 14 times for especially aggravated stalking, so she's never gotten physically close enough to me. They would arrest her
I
like
think
when she
that's
pulled into the
right.
church or stuff like that. Like
Oh,
she
but it
writes
was, I
these
think,
gigantic,
maybe I
huge
could have
letters, like 50,
passed that
60
one.
page letters to me.
The thing is,
She
it
writes them for
probably
no reason.
wasn't good enough.
She wasn't even supposed to. Why did I want to kill you, Michael? The Lord says they no longer ask for the Lord's guidance or seek my blessing. Then she says, I'm writing you all today to admit that I brought the knives from home in order to kill you, Michael.
That was
because you did not comply with my demand to engage in sexual immorality. You know?
Were you actually scared that she might kill you at one point?
Oh, yeah.
So, where's she now?
Oh, down.
She's in prison.
Oh,
Remnant had all these satellite churches. And so she's in Memphis, and she starts hearing like this code in Gwen's sermon and all my song lyrics that God is telling her that we're supposed to be united. So she starts coming to Remnant Nashville, and she starts trying to get into all the events, and they start slapping her with orders of protection and trespassing. She doesn't care. She didn't care if she gets arrested.
But if she was part of Remnant Church, why would she
6
want
months.
to...
By that point, she was kicked out.
Well,
So the first thing a lot of
I think
people
I
see
get
when
nervous
they come in is this
whenever I
pain.
get
And a lot of people
a
kind of
high
get weirded out
number.
by it.
Where there's
Well, I
many
should
devils
not look at the
because there
number.
are roof tiles. I would on. I don't get it.
This is Luther. He was excommunicated from the Catholic Church. So he's saying if there's as many devils and verms as there are roof tiles, I would on. And
So what does this mean to you?
it's symbolic. Because at that, it was called the Imperial Diet of Worms. He refused to recant. And then they issued, from that day forward, all his writings were banned.
Close
It makes
enough,
sense
I
that Michael
think.
admires Luther, a man who challenged the church from the inside, exposed corruption, and sparked a reformation. In a way, Michael's
I don't
trying to do
know.
the same.
I
Now
might
he's
be
taking
good
me
in
to
this.
one
I'm
of the only
confused
restaurants that
about that.
Remnant members were allowed to dine at, a place that shows just how deep the control really went.
I think
We're here
it's
with
good
Steve,
enough.
who's the owner of Sopapias, which looks amazing. And what do you know about Michael and the Remnant Church?
We've
Yeah,
had
too low.
hired
Members?
children that, of members that worked, and I've never had any.
I don't know, I
issues
think it's
with-
close enough, but I'm not 100%
How about
sure.
when the news broke?
That's
in
good.
2021? Like what?
It was a lot, because Gwen would come in quite often, and we'd have
Oh, really?
conversations,
Mhm.
and it was definitely shocking.
What was your thoughts on Gwen?
I always enjoyed talking with her. I went through a divorce when I first opened the restaurant, so we talked about divorce after she had gone through, and so we just took it as face value for the people that we saw that came.
Personally, I think it's strange that like people are pressing you to like lose weight and to not eat.
I had heard about that and heard different things.
Right.
Like there were certain
Well, now I can
restaurants that
definitely
were
lose
approved for
Really?
people to go to.
I didn't
but
even
that
know
was
that.
all
It's too high, but it might not be that
evidently because
high.
we had a lot of people.
High enough to like
If she was in
this,
it,
and
do
Trey
it again.
Alexander's, and there's
Too low.
some others.
Need a little second to unwind here after hanging out with Michael.
Do you guys know there's black people in Tennessee? I don't know a state that doesn't
This one
have
is
black
one of the
people.
darkest and most
I know there
interesting.
might be countries with barely any black people. There might also be
Now we are heading into the
states
heart of the
with
Remnant
barely any
the
black people.
mansions. Huge
Wait, I want to
gated
see it
homes
again
owned
just
by the
because I
top members
forgot.
of the church.
Did you ever live in a mansion?
I
Yeah,
lived
might
in
be
high
good
school.
enough.
In high school?
So you grew up like.
The thing is, that's a low bar.
No, we grew up.
I should have done it better. It's very easy when it's basically handed to me.
Like they were working
That
jobs.
situation.
So then when Way Down started, it blew up. I will say one thing about our family. I felt like we were able to appreciate things.
I hate it, but
Because we were, we were
I
thrilled
don't
to get to
think
go
that
to
was
McDonald's or something growing up. Like that was a big treat, where other people would just think that's normal.
Do you know how much money the
Right.
church was pulling in at its height, at its peak? Like millions of dollars. a month.
Millions.
And where did that
Some of
money go?
Salaries for the people that worked at Remnant. A lot of it went towards legal.
It gets a
Remnant
bit too
is
high.
like a well-oiled machine with their legal team, because they're always, at any given moment, they're in helping members fight custody battles against spouses that are outside the church.
I might have short-term memory loss,
I feel like people across the board, they underestimate.
but I still remember random things, and I have it for only specific things. Short-term memory loss. It's not like old people's
like a pretty little church
short-term
sitting out there in
memory
the field.
loss. It's
And people just
it's
don't
like
understand how
It's still bad,
powerful and
though.
brutal these people.
Not like I
And
have
she
it
started
forever.
getting obsessive about painting stuff white. One of the things that bothered my dad and me
Maybe it
more
is
than
white.
anything,
I don't
one day
know
she
how it
had
works,
all of her
bro.
books painted white in her library, painted over the covers and everything.
That's weird.
These are like
But I remember,
nice
actually,
books. She started painting everything.
yeah, I remember
She
facts
wanted
from a
everybody
long
to start
time ago. I
wearing
just
white.
don't remember
People
what I
started
said.
painting their houses white.
It's weird.
All interior, all exterior was white.
But yeah, all
Might
the
be
ones
good
that are,
enough.
like
I
brick,
don't know.
you
Yeah.
have dark color, and then you have these white ones.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what the neighbors think about the remnants. Like,
Neighborhoods in Nashville dreaded
Like
the
this,
friend that
Drew
started making
Binsky is surprising me.
because they
He's
take over.
telling,
They try to get
he's
on all the
showing
TVs.
stories of things
do you
that I
ever feel
didn't
like
even
you
know were in the
leave
US.
distance yourself from all this
Like,
mess?
only
Just don't wanna be
polygamous
close to
town.
where my kids are.
This one isn't even that bad. It is terrible, but like, it's not even close to the
With my
only
ex.
polygamous
And they still
town
appreciate
in
you,
the
even though you're
world,
outside.
in the
I'm
US.
saying they're sweet. The leadership made them say that they were going to pull back and not have anything to do with me if I kept going.
Got it.
But I kept
Right,
I'll tell you one of the poems I wrote one time. It was
right. Not
in
even
the
in
great
poly.
woods there dwell many white witches
It's
who make
basically
men do their
impossible to
bidding
do that one.
with a church of sales
Well.
pitches. There's Ashlon, by the way.
You need a good angle, and then
Elizabeth.
there's like a
That's her house.
low
That's
chance
nice.
with a good.
House.
You need
Right, we
like
drive
the
by the
angle where
sister's
it's
giant
like a
mansion.
bit
The
higher
guy mowing
than
the lawn starts
the
screaming at us
ground,
like we
and
just
then
got
you
off the
can
farm.
actually
Just drive a little slower.
Okay,
succeed
he's-
there.
Christ, you guys are
Wow,
great.
what are the odds? She just pulled up. Hold by. That was Donna
Too
Fisher.
high.
Wait, where? Oh, pulled up in
The
Oh,
the
van that
he's
just
sorry.
drove by us. Yeah.
Oh, he's
Mhm.
definitely watching you. Did you see that?
Damn.
Okay, so they're on the lookout for us.
Just keep driving.
Looked like a Martin boy, David and Jennifer Martin's son. They're the
How
ones that
did I
passed
miss
away in a plane crash.
Oh, but is he close with your
I think it's
sister?
good enough.
Yes, she's super loyal to her.
Let's say worst case scenario for me. I go there right now by myself and I'm filming on my phone, and someone comes up to me and says, "Hey,
I said, get off the property.
because you've been so outspoken against the church, have you developed a new following or a new community of people that support you now?"
Yes, after Channel 5, like that was a really big step for me. Up until
I think
that point,
that's
I'd
still
not really
fun.
spoken up publicly. It's hard to call it a church in my mind. It's a cult. It was like a
Too left.
world
Yeah, I can see
of
that.
pieces of trash-talking remnant leaders and members. Like
Right.
Elizabeth stayed in her house for 3 years. You can't get any
Wait,
information
what?
on anything.
What do you mean she stayed? She didn't leave?
Close
She
enough, I think.
didn't want to be seen by anybody. She didn't even step foot in the church for 3
But
years.
just recently she started.
Just now.
Just now. And why do you think she feels comfortable now doing it?
She just got remarried to a guy who's completely kind of a mystery himself. He's a contractor for NASA and SpaceX, so nobody knows any background on him. His profile picture is like all black. He's from Florida.
Maybe it's good
Like
enough.
their
for
wedding,
me.
there was no family. He's got no kids. You can't find his schooling. There's nothing.
It's weird to think that
There's-
people idolized your mother for so many years, and when she passed away, now they're idolizing your sister.
Well, I would call it worship. They worshipped Gwen, and now that has been passed down to Elizabeth. They are worshiping her as the female leader of Remnant.
I never thought about this whole thing, this cult being so female-driven, but it makes sense now.
In the Old Testament, there was a queen, Jezebel. It was actually a real woman. The Bible talks about her. She's like maybe the most wicked woman who's ever lived. Her agenda was replacing the worship of God with the worship
That might
of
be
Baal and the worship of Asherah. And she also murdered the prophets of God. What I believe is anybody who's open to this is women. We're talking about women.
I know that's not good. I don't know what the,
Open to
what's
the
bad
spirit.
about it.
They want to be
Probably
worshipped.
too low and too right.
I believe a form of this Jezebel spirit has been birthed called the Gwen spirit. I've seen people change. It's women. It's always women. Gwen finally she had enough of being under men authority.
Think
By
it
then
is
she was
again,
ready to
think
start a
it
place
is.
where it's 24
Think
hours a day.
it is,
playing
think it is,
Gwen on the
think it
radio.
is.
Everybody has to have
That
this.
sounds like
She
searching.
gets to be worshipped. She was giving them permission to break
Oh,
the law.
wow.
That's what it was.
That's nice.
But she was living it out. She
One of the
embodied
only
it. And
times where I can
honestly, it's taken
actually
notes from Scientology.
12 hours,
Really?
12.
They studied Scientology. Yeah.
Okay. I can
They
reset
literally
it.
they would visit it. They would study it. In fact, the Church of Scientology
If it's out of bounds, I can just
every church we went to before
down too high.
she caused problems. She would speak out of turn. Every church we went, they left a wake of people that hated her. I know that doesn't sound as maybe as crazy to people from other states and stuff, but in the South, that was a big deal for women to be speaking out like that. So Gwen, she has this spirit. So what she's doing, it's manipulation. Once again, her agenda
Low
is
for sure.
it's replacing.
I don't even know if there is a
of
bounce
God
that
with the
low.
worship of a woman, and that's also why I talk about witchcraft, witches. It is mainly manipulation. It's manipulation of somebody's will. And that's why I'm calling this, it's closer to a form of witchcraft than it is Christianity. My mission in life,
Wow.
it's to
God bless.
expose them and to take, to
The thing is,
snuff out
it's
this Gwen
crazy, but I
Have you lost
wanna do
trust with
middle.
all women because of this? Like subconsciously?
For the most
Too
part,
high.
I believe women have an innate sense of lying.
After almost getting caught outside Elizabeth's home, I'm even more nervous about showing up to the church later and trying to convince them that I want to join.
I'm going up to the church here. I'm gonna have to keep my I don't want them to know we're filming.
But before
Yeah, I
that,
thought I
Michael and I
wouldn't
went to
bounce
grab lunch
off
in town so I can unpack more about the cult's current
Oh.
activities.
Made it to downtown Franklin. We're gonna get some food and walk around. Learn
I
more
think
about
it's
this
too
place.
loud.
So what is
Yeah.
this building?
Oh, I
right next
think
to you?
maybe I should
So
have
this
done
is
that.
the
There's
Williamson
something I
County
think is
Courthouse in Franklin.
Have you been there?
Multiple
high
times for
right.
stalker situation mainly.
So you've had to like talk to court, not about.
I've had to testify in court, take a stand, and that kind of stuff.
If there's a remnant member that walks by,
Right.
can you figure out who they are just by how they dress?
They went really hardcore into the white and the khaki.
Yeah, too low
doing
anyway.
the stuff
But
like
that was
shabby
good.
chic. Now, Elizabeth has been trying to normalize
Too low
everyone.
for sure.
That's been kind of their slogan, is to normalize.
Maybe it's good enough.
The devil has arrived.
The black table.
Can you tell me about this like Smith's murder case? I don't really understand it, but I read about it online.
A boy died. Little Joseph Smith died. He was murdered by his parents, Joseph and Sonia Smith. They were members of Remnant in Georgia. They were getting some bad counsel from Remnant, telling him
Pretty
to do
bad.
stuff like lock him in his room for the weekend because he's
I
just
knew that
he
was
was
gonna
out of control.
happen.
And a lot of the police,
More than
detectives, and everybody that
50%.
saw the case in Atlanta, they said it was like some of the worst case of child abuse they had
Really?
ever seen.
So the kid died.
Yeah, he died. Murdered.
And what was?
Oh
what
no,
happened?
I'll
How
just
did it come back
stop
to the
it.
church?
Because they were members of Remnant and they were
I'll
being
just not
counseled
do the
by the Remnant how
more
to
training.
discipline their child.
I'm doing
And
something.
they were
I'll be
sticks,
back.
glue sticks to beat
What
it
is
up, like
happening?
long glue sticks, like like a whip.
Okay, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Oh, shit.
Some of the
I got something that'll cheer you up, Jack.
So with Rocket League Season 2...
Wait,
Joseph
what?
and Sonia Smith.
Okay, good. The one I here. So good at. Okay. Busy week for this guy. What's this? Okay, I'm not gonna do it. So powerful. This is interesting for listening. I think I watched it. Hour or more is good. Okay, we have, let's say, okay, 13.4, 13. That's more than an hour.
Our slogan is to normalize.
Okay.
Super nice.
The devil has arrived.
Wait, no, I have to.
Can you tell me about this, like, Smith's murder case? I don't really understand it, but I read about it online.
A boy died. Little Joseph Smith died. He was murdered by his parents, Joseph and Sonia Smith.
Then we dropped
they
the
were members
percent.
of Remnant in Georgia. They were getting some.
He knew
bad
zero
counsel
chance,
from
but
Remnant,
yeah, no
telling
other.
him to do stuff like lock him in his room for the weekend because
Wait,
just,
we don't
he's
have
out
a
of control. And
tournament
a lot of the
rating
police
actually,
and
right?
detectives and everybody that saw the case
Tournament
in Atlanta,
rating.
they said it was like some of the worst
Sure,
case
I'll,
of child abuse they've
I'll
ever
join
seen.
So the kid
tournament.
died.
Yeah, he dies. Murdered.
And what
if I
happened?
do
How did it come back to the church?
Because they
extra
were members
mode?
of Remnant and they were getting counseled by the Remnant how to discipline their child. And they were suggested he start using glue sticks to beat him, like long glue
Yes,
sticks, like
wait.
like a whip.
And do you think in today's day and age, if that stuff's still happening?
I care
Or is it
about
more, like,
rings right now.
secretive?
I think they're
Actually,
doing
should I go there?
all they can
Yeah.
do to try to
But
steer away from
thing
that kind
is,
of stuff
that's
right
not
now.
a
I don't think
ring.
they're doing that right now. They're trying to avoid persecution. They
Whatever.
know the stuff being talked about at the church. People are, eating disorders and starving themselves. So now she's put out the directive to everybody to normalize. I think that could cause issues for people that are trying to claim Christianity, because Christians in general were trying to like stand out from the world, and Remnant's like trying to look as much as they
Down.
possibly can like the world.
Interesting.
Yet, I don't
Okay,
think
we're
they're doing a good
definitely
job 'cause they're
worse
still-
by a bit.
When the plane
But
crash
I
happened,
think we can
did you
win.
get a call, a text, like what?
Actually, our rating
So I
is
was driving down the
definitely worse.
interstate,
That doesn't
and I got a
mean
call from
we're
Elizabeth.
worse.
She got notified before me because they had already enacted a plan that she's going to be leader. So she's getting full-time recon and calls from security and people. They already had people driving out there to get on the ground at Percy Priest Lake. So she called me to let me know. I just couldn't believe it happened. I wasn't sad about it.
I saw that. You said you never cried.
To this day,
It doesn't make you sad.
no. It's like my enemies had just died. But I don't gloat over my enemies. I take that passage to heart. I don't do that.
So you found out your mother died, and who else was on that plane?
My stepdad, Joe Lara. Brandon Hanna was co-pilot. That was my best friend since 10th grade.
So were you sad about him passing?
That was a tough one. He started getting into more and more stuff, helping them do stuff, illegal activities, and I found out he broke into my house when I was singing worship music. He broke into my office, which was locked, and he pried
Wow.
open the back of my 17-inch
Can't believe you
MacBook
showed that.
laptop, and he cut his finger on it. He never could install whatever he was trying to install, so he pried. It was like iron. Yeah, it's like galvanized steel. So he had prying it open.
The thing is, that's a
Come
good
back
shot,
computer.
but the other thing is, I
He
think
sit
it's
flat on the
pretty
desk.
easy to get that shot,
Turned over, the
to
steel
save that
was
shot
wide
as
open.
well.
He was good at picking locks.
I think it's just
They all-
like,
they
it's
were
crazy
trained.
that
They
he
had
even
safety
had a
officers
shot in that.
on the security team. So he got more and more into just
Yeah.
loyalty to Gwen, and he was
So
he was working against me, and he became my enemy.
He was an enemy.
Yeah,
So
that's why people think I'm like some heartless
Oh,
asshole, but I'm not.
no, I get it.
So all of a sudden to have those people die, it was like, That was some relief to me. I mean, it was.
You must have felt like
Didn't mean
newborn
to do
Michael
that.
has arrived. Like you can say what you want, like you can do what you want.
I remember talking to my dad on the phone as soon as I got home, and the first thing we talked
Didn't
about
think
was it a suicide?
we could just
Suppose
do
it was,
that,
because
but
then it would be
okay,
a
we
murder
did.
suicide. He was miserable.
Who flew the plane?
Joe.
He could have crashed it. Nobody would know.
They were on their way to a Trump rally. Unbeknownst to me, she started giving money to Trump organizations, and she was going to guess what? Women for Trump rally. They were going to have a way down function down there in Florida in Palm
Nice.
Springs.
Wow.
And they were on their way to
Going
that
in?
when the
No?
plane crashed.
Really?
That's actually surprising.
Sure you're not on a weight loss program?
Does it look
Damn,
like
let's go.
I'll be honest, I started
I
gaining
didn't think
when they got a
I would
divorce.
do
She
that.
told me the same day she told my dad she was filing for divorce.
No, I didn't think I could
That's
develop that for
pretty
sure.
hard. And that was a big change for Remnant. I kind of started letting myself go, I guess you could say. This is Main Street, Franklin.
Nice. I didn't think that would go in a million
So it's
years,
kind of
but
cool
it
that
did.
people can see
In a
what it looks
million.
like here. It seems like this place has been
But I
around
don't know why I
since
had
the
to say a million.
We tried to do a
Think it- I
concert
wouldn't
here
think
at
it would
Franklin
go in
Theater when I
anyways.
was worship leader. But we were never allowed to do anything outside of the church, so that was a huge
I
deal
didn't
to
think I would get
we
it,
toured
but
here,
I did get the ball.
You know, we're setting it all up, and we were going to fill it with all Remnant people. It's like 328 capacity. So when we get back to the wait on office, you know, I was pumped. That was like a big deal for me. And they called up and they were like, "We looked up Gwen on the internet, and it's a cult. Sorry, we can't do it."
Really?
They canceled it.
Oh, they straight up called it a cult?
Never got to do it.
Your mother was very
No.
wealthy. She passed. The money is somewhere. How does the financial thing work with you?
Yes.
Women
Me
for
and my sister
sure.
got
Yeah, maybe my.
great. And
I don't know
that's
if he
very
was
helpful for you to
trapped.
figure
I
that
don't
out.
know how, but
grateful for that.
I'm glad that happened.
probably
I didn't
is
know
not
if
that
if
bad.
you got that, or if in the will or something that your mom
No.
blocked you or something like that.
And one of the things I think the misconceptions a lot of people have said is that, you know, they make such a big deal about how Gwen didn't leave any money for the church.
Right.
Here's the thing though. Our family owned that 40 acres that's sitting in the middle of Brentwood. That's 40 acres of land for the church.
That's so valuable.
You think about that. And then also the church building itself was worth like $4 million.
Right.
That would have been ours
Yeah.
upon her death. So she donated that to the church.
Oh wow.
So every acre's like over $1 million.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
that's like-
How many millions of dollars?
Tens and tens of
$40
millions of
million
dollars. Yeah.
Bro, don't act like a baby now, though. I hope you won't.
There was a time, you know,
Please
when
play normally.
at the day mansion they had a bunch of remnant kids
Okay,
over.
good.
They were out of town and they let
It's
them
a
all
very bad
come
time
over
to
for a big
forfeit, and I'm
sex
happy he
party
didn't
thing
just
going on in
quit,
the mansion.
basically.
Like younger than 18?
Some of them, yeah. There were like mattresses on the floor and everything.
No,
No, they
I
were
thought I would miss
just
that.
all sleeping with each other and stuff like that.
The kids?
Yeah, like young adults and stuff.
That was like a very good pass, to be honest. Unironic. I'm not gonna chat that,
I
but
think another big problem has been
It
these
is.
remnant adults have been buying alcohol for the youth
He,
when they come over for parties.
he hit it
Remnant's
straight
had a
to
lot of
me.
stuff they cover
He
over. They've had
left
kids
the
die from
defender
drunk
as
driving
well.
and killing other people in drunk driving accidents, and
We're really hyping it up, like my visit to the church, because
What?
after knowing
What
all
is
these
my
things,
God
and I have to
doing?
put on this fake smile, like, hello, how are you?
what Remnant does, they're experts at rewriting history. People don't understand how quickly they rewrite history. They erase websites. If somebody
Yeah,
leaves, you
okay,
disappear.
I got him.
You're off the directory. You disappear from
They
videos.
change laws.
People in Remnant right now, they would love to say that they're the next generation of Remnant leaders who had nothing to do with all the past abuses that happened under Gwen. But what the actuality is that they are all complicit with it, and they're completely lying their faces off. The master plan of what Elizabeth's doing, and the top leaders, they're letting the current generation die off.
Nice.
They don't care about them. She's taken a page from Gwen, and her regime basically now
Damn,
is,
that's great.
it's going to be the youth because they're ultra loyal. They're like, you know, like the Hitler youth,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Right.
The brown shirts. They don't know any better. They don't know the outside
Please
world.
do that.
They
Yeah,
used
I
to
thought he
internet.
was
There's tons of kids in the remnant. It's the youth.
early for that.
That's their plan. And she has been working them for the last decade. That's been her speciality, the youth.
How do you think it all evolves in the next 5 to 10 years?
I've had a lot of people, posture that they
Yeah.
think, we've got the remnant on the ropes. It's going to close the doors.
Okay,
What I'm
well.
seeing is that
Yeah, but that's
they're-
why
they're
it's
still
kind of
strong.
bad.
It's
I
surreal
don't
to
know
hear
what
Michael's
that
vision
was
of
his
Remnant's
worst
future, but now it's
performance,
time
even
to
though
attempt to visit
not
inside the
even
church
that
to see
good.
how I'll be received. Due to safety and legal reasons, Michael is unable to join, and I'm too scared to go alone, so I connected with a local guy named Anthony who's up for the adventure. We are meeting up at a local Target to find some clothes so I can blend in.
That's all I need.
Close to an actual job. Finally.
This
Yeah, I'm
target, which
resetting at
ironically
10.
matches him, and we are gonna roll up together. I don't
Finally.
know if I can film on this camera. I probably got to use my
10 is
phone.
also a lot.
Actually, I might be able to put my phone in a pocket, and we're just gonna question them and just say, like, hey, we're interested in joining. We want to learn about the community. We're not gonna say anything else.
We don't need no shit.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
It sounds like you've been wanting to do this for a while.
Yeah, a very long time. Thank you for coming, Drew.
This guy's a legend.
No one knew anything about it till the plane crashed in Smyrna, where I live in Smyrna.
It was in Smyrna?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
in Smyrna.
that's
a. Well, first it was.
I'll
like,
allow it,
back
but
to
also
play
that's
Tarzan.
one of the best
Yeah, that's her
placements
husband.
to get.
Yeah, the original Tarzan from the movies. Then it came back, like it was, featured this church, and then it all just broke loose.
Did you hear about her weight loss program?
Yeah, the weight loss program. She would say, when you're hungry, pray. Barely eat. Like her hair
Right.
Yeah.
weighed more than her body did. She denounced the Trinity.
Way
She
too
denounced
bad.
the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. So therefore, the
I don't know about that.
church
Oh.
wanted to cut ties with her. So that's when she went to do her own thing. And she
What
went
are
to do her
what are
own
your
thing.
thoughts on the not eating? It's not healthy
It's
to do
not
that.
healthy.
Yeah.
Like, why would you want to do that? That's like, putting your body
Mhm.
through hell. Why would you put your body through so much hurt when the Bible says, keep your body as a temple?
Right.
Why would you serve it?
We're almost at the church, and part of me feels like I should have packed a bulletproof vest or something. Will they really believe we're just regular locals wanting to join the cult? I'm feeling pretty anxious.
We're rolling up to the church here. I'm gonna have to keep my I don't want them to know we're
Nice.
filming, so let's just roll in and then
The Remnant Fellowship.
all we're here for is just.
What a bad. That could have been a good
Those two white vans
opportunity.
are. Park over there.
That was terrible.
I'm gonna turn off the camera now and we're gonna.
They got security. He's going to stop us.
Here, move the mic. Move the mic.
All right.
I don't know. Maybe
I'm
that's.
Brian Mullis. I had emailed the church
Let me
this
see.
morning, and I was just curious, what it was about and everything.
I'll
We're
allow it.
looking
I
to,
still don't know.
get into church.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not watching replays anymore. That just
Yeah, I
proved
mean,
it.
just for
If
details.
you don't know,
No.
you wouldn't know in the replay either.
So you can visit the church website,
It's the same thing.
You can
Same
find everything out you want
viewpoints.
to out there. Early questions, you can read it.
Which one to roll and see what's going on?
The thing is a friend, one guy to another, that's all. Right? You sent an email this morning, you didn't wait for a reply, you show up.
Well, yeah, but conversations to the churches, are like welcome.
Being here, being
I-
conscious and caring about my family.
Yeah, it's too low. I don't even need to say I think that's too low. It's too low.
Well, that's not right. I don't see why you believe it. Okay. But it is what we believe and we're allowed to.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it's just like,
as opposed
Presbyterian tongues and everything.
As opposed to, hey, I want to understand because what you're saying is intriguing.
Nice.
So there's two different dynamics.
Right,
right?
absolutely.
Yeah.
So we're on two different
But
pages.
I just gonna ask you this, like, I believe,
I think it's good.
am I gonna see you in heaven?
Heaven is not mine to determine who does or does not get in. What we're
Top
kinda
left,
running
that top
is
right.
a
That's,
good outline of how to get in. And so
I don't know. Maybe it's good enough.
No, I'm Anthony Mose.
Anthony Alonso.
It's nice to meet you.
Hey, Andrew, sorry to interrupt.
Nice.
Yeah, we're gonna turn around. That shit was fucking crazy, bro.
We managed to escape before things escalate, but it's clear that this place has eyes everywhere. The Remnant Fellowship Church is alive and well, and it's protecting
I
itself
think
tightly.
I know
I
that's
came here
bad,
to
but
try to
I
understand
can't
how
really.
a Christian diet class turned into a full-blown cult.
Too
And
low.
after everything I've seen, it's worse than I imagined. The control, the fear, the loyalty, it's all still present, even without Gwen. I respect Michael and his bravery for speaking out, especially when his own family is still inside. If anything, this trip showed me how hard it is to escape a system that is designed to keep
I don't
us
know
quiet.
if that's
For
good
God
enough,
will
but
bring every deed into judgment, including every hidden thing, whether it's
Not hidden
good
enough.
or evil.
might be good enough for him. Also might be good enough.
Hassan, oh god, what is this? Hassan is not happy that his reputation with the use has been
I think it's
irreparably
good
damaged. I
enough.
think I saw this one on Twitter.
It's classic Gamergate shit. Manufactured Outrage was directed by top content creators on this platform, Asmongold being one of them.
Yeah, daily crash out.
My reputation with the youth
Close
has
enough.
been so irreparably tarnished.
By who? Let me guess.
Most young people think like I'm whatever the fuck they saw last.
Just to give you a sense of what's been happening on TikTok for the past 2 months.
This is the one that they saw. It only vibrates.
Kaya, please just fucking go. Stop.
Please, please.
There is no mercy.
Nice.
You know, I have my moments, but you know, people on it's difficult. People on TikTok already, like people on TikTok even fucking, even.
Not everybody thinks that you're right about everything on TikTok. This must be terrible.
Leftists on TikTok regularly do call-out posts on people like myself.
Because you subvert their goals by introducing unnecessary,
I
weird,
knew that was
extreme
gonna
identity
happen.
politics
I was
into it.
skeptical
Going to
how
the
it did
Streamer
work.
Awards dressed up like Chairman Mao. Mao
Third time in a row, I
killed
think
millions
that's the
and millions of his own
fourth.
people. One of
Yeah,
the
that's
most
the most
prolific
I've had in the
murderers
list.
in history. If you can't see how that poisons the well, you need to take a step back and think about it.
Could you explain your inspiration
10
for your
out of
outfit tonight? It
12.
looks familiar for some reason to me.
Why would it be familiar to you?
Maybe because I'm Chinese. Maybe that's why. It just looks
You're
familiar.
welcome.
Either you are immediately branded as an annoying woke scold, which nobody likes, even though I'm not that. But
You are. You absolutely are. Here's a great recent example. Hassan used to use the word retarded, and now he's shifted back to using the R slur.
Listen to me. If you're too retarded to understand what my fucking point is, that's not my fault. Okay? Yeah. I
That
said the
wasn't
wrong
even
word.
in.
Like,
I
what do we
think
do?
that
How
was
could
the
anybody
end.
watch that and think that they're getting an authentic perspective on anything? Going back and forth about using a slur.
Every time I come in here, I got a bunch of retards being fucking rude to me.
Okay, that's like literally unacceptable. Don't talk to people like that. Actually, you know what? Fuck this. I can't argue with retards, okay? You're retarded. I'm being ableist, and you're fucking retarded.
This is saw this too. The Hassan Puff piece, yeah, there he is. The left hates me, the right hates me, centrist and normies hate me. I think I see a pattern, but I can't be sure. Everybody hates me.
I think it's
Everybody's out to get me. How could this happen to me?
Imagine a country smaller than New Jersey, ringed by rivals. Flying fifth-generation jets over a desert sky, while an invisible web of sensors watches every border, every coastline, every launch plume. Imagine that country fielding a homemade shield that knocks down missiles in layers, a sword that can reach across the region in minutes, and a reserve army that can swell from peacetime to wartime over a single weekend. That's Israel. The question isn't whether Israel's military is powerful. The better question is, how does such a small state assemble this much power? And what does that power actually achieve? Tonight, we pull the frame back and look at the entire machine. The planes and pilots, the tanks and tech, the submarines you never see, the satellites you forget are there, and the factories that keep the magazines full. We'll pair the stats with scenes, moments where the system was put to the test. Then you tell me, is this the future of small state warfare or a unique product of a unique place? Israel's defense posture has always been about time and distance. There isn't much of either. The early wars taught the IDF that surprise arrives quickly, and that wars are won by speed, intelligence, and logistics more than by territory. Over decades, that logic hardened into doctrine. Mobilize fast, fight forward, keep the skies clear, and ensure no single blow is fatal. It's a country that can't afford a bad first week, so it engineers the first week to be overwhelming. In the 1990s and 2000s, Palestinians, Hezbollah, and later Iran's regional network shifted the threat from armored columns to rockets, drones, and precision munitions. Israel adapted by stacking air defenses, digitizing ground forces, and investing in reconnaissance that turns minutes into targeting data. The result is a force built to see first, decide fast, and strike hard, then do it again tomorrow. The Israeli Air Force is the visible tip of the spear. At its core are F-35 Ayadir stealth fighters, tailored with Israeli mission systems, and F-15 strike aircraft that haul big payloads a long way. The F-35I brings the cockpit of the future, fused sensors, passive tracking, and the ability to act as a flying quarterback. The F-15 brings raw muscle, heavy ordnance, range, and the speed to get there and back in one night. Together, they're a tag team. The stealth jet opens the door and feeds the pitcher. The heavyweight carries the hammer. Supporting them is a fleet of eyes and ears. Gulfstream-based early warning and signals intelligence aircraft scan far beyond Israel's borders. The new Oron platform blends radar, electro-optical sensors, and big data analytics to find mobile launchers, hidden convoys, and fleeting targets. Tankers extend reach. Precision munitions compress the timeline. Electronic warfare clouds an enemy's situational awareness. In the Middle East, range equals leverage. If an adversary thinks distance is a shield, the IAF's message is simple, not for long. Now the example, April 2024. Iran pushed a button, and hundreds of drones, cruise missiles, and ballistic missiles left launchers across the region. It was the first direct Iranian attack on Israel from Iranian territory, a signal aimed as much at the world as at Tel Aviv. For hours, radars churned, command posts fused tracks, aircraft and batteries took their shots. Interceptors rose in concentric arcs, exo-atmospheric at the top, down through mid-course, and finally the terminal layers near the cities. Allied jets over Jordan, American and British assets at sea, French planes in the mix. This wasn't one air force. It was an orchestra. By sunrise, the vast majority had been knocked down. Runways were open, jets were turning, and the story had shifted from, can Israel absorb this, to, how do they make it look almost routine? That night didn't just display missiles and interceptors. It displayed a command and control culture that lives on the edge and trains for the worst night, every night. Air defense in Israel isn't a single system, it's a stack. Iron Dome is the low-altitude workhorse, tuned for short-range rockets and small drones. It's mobile, fast-cycling, and ruthlessly economic, with shots prioritizing what threatens lives and infrastructure. Above it sits David Sling, built for cruise missiles and medium-range threats, with seekers designed to deal with evasive targets. Higher still are Arrow 2 and Arrow 3, able to swat ballistic missiles out beyond the atmosphere. Each layer takes what it's best at. Together, they turn the sky into a gauntlet. Sea-based defense adds another axis. The Sa'ar 6 corvettes carry Sea Dome, a naval version of Iron Dome, to protect offshore gas platforms, shipping lanes, and coastal cities. In 2024, the Navy logged operational intercepts at sea, proof that the maritime umbrella works under real conditions, not just test ranges. The lesson is simple. Israel's shield doesn't end at the shoreline. The new frontier is directed energy. Iron Beam, a high-energy laser developed to fry drones, rockets, and mortars, is designed to flip the cost curve. Interceptors are fast and effective, but they're expensive. Lasers are limited by weather and line of sight, but when the air is clear, every shot costs pocket change and flies at the speed of light. Think of Iron Beam as the bouncer that handles the cheap, plentiful threats, saving the premium missiles for the targets that demand them. If it scales the way engineers intend, it won't make Iron Dome obsolete, it will make it unstoppable. On the ground, the IDF's identity is survivability plus shock. The Merkava Mark IV Barak is the newest evolution of Israel's main battle tank, marrying heavy armor with an AI-assisted battle suite. Trophy active protection, mounted on tanks and some armored vehicles, detects incoming anti-tank rounds and kills them mid-flight. The result is not invulnerability, but survivability that bends the odds in favor of the crew. The tank's job is to lead through choke points, survive repeat engagements, and keep rolling the fight forward. Infantry ride in Namers, heavy personnel carriers built on tank chassis, and the wheeled Eitan 8x8, which trades some armor for speed and strategic mobility. Drones, from small quadcopters to larger Hermes and Heron families, hover as persistent scouts, relay radios, and on-call as precision shooters. Loitering munitions like Harop or miniaturized variants give commanders a pocket-sized strike option. The lesson the IDF keeps relearning is that every squad now fights with a stack: rifle, radio, drone, data. A platoon today brings targeting inputs that used to sit at a division command post. Urban warfare sharpened this machine. Tunnel fighting demands specialized breaching tools, robots, sniffers, and honed small unit tactics. The IDF invests in simulators and mock cities to keep units lethal without paying all the tuition in blood. It's imperfect and tragic by nature. No one wins clean in dense urban combat. But the design philosophy is clear. Keep the squad informed, keep the vehicles alive, and shorten the find, fix, finish loop, so that enemies run out of time to adapt. Israel's navy is small, quiet, and critical. The Sa'ar 6 corvettes are floating air defense nodes, carrying Barak 8 and Sea Dome to extend the umbrella over the sea. Their sensors watch the same sky as the ground batteries. Their missiles contribute to the same defense picture. Anti-ship missiles and advanced guns give them teeth for sea control, close to home, and in selected lanes abroad. Then there are the submarines. Dolphin-class boats form the Navy's most strategic asset. Diesel, electric, and air-independent propulsion, long endurance, and a reputation for being where adversaries don't expect them. A new generation, the Dakar class, is on the way to replace the oldest hulls and deepen the fleet's reach. Submarines are more than platforms. They're signaling instruments. Their silent patrols whisper a message about second strike capability and regional reach. You won't see them in a parade, but every serious planner in the region includes them in the calculus. No peace moves without information. Israel's OFEC satellites, airborne radar planes, SIGINT platforms, and ground sensors knit together a live map of the neighborhood. Unit 8200, the SIGINT and cyber arm, mines communication patterns, metadata, and signals to build networks of networks. Unit 9900 specializes in imagery intelligence, identifying changes in terrain and construction, or camouflage across vast swaths of land. When you hear that an enemy convoy was found, what that really means is that hundreds of machine-assisted eyes watched, tagged, and predicted until the picture snapped into focus. Cyber is both shield and spear. Defending critical infrastructure is the daily grind. Keeping water systems, power grids, and command networks intact under constant probing. But offensive cyber, jamming, spoofing, disruption, pairs with kinetic strikes to overload an adversary's decision cycle. In modern conflict, the first missile is often a packet of data. Power that can't be replenished isn't power. It's a sugar rush. Israel's defense industry makes the IDF sustainable. Rafael, IAI, and Elbit anchor a network of companies that produce radars, interceptors, missiles, optics, drones, and electronic warfare suites, most of them combat tested. The feedback loop is tight. Units identify a problem on Monday, engineers mock up a fix on Wednesday, and a test article is in the field by the next rotation. That speed turns lessons into hardware, while the war is still ongoing. Exports do more than earn money. They fund scaling, reduce unit costs, and embed Israeli systems in allied networks. Europe's spike in spending on air defenses after 2022 and the high-profile sale of Arrow 3 to Germany signaled a trend. Israel doesn't just defend itself, it shapes how others defend themselves. the more partners buy into the family of radars, effectors, and command systems, the more interoperability matters, and the stronger the coalition architecture becomes when crises hit. The IDF is not a small professional army with sprinklings of reserves. It is a reserve army with a professional core. Conscription builds the base, and the reserve system gives Israel depth.
Wow,
In a crisis,
okay.
hundreds of thousands can be mobilized, equipped, and assigned within days. The first wave holds lines and stabilizes. The second wave rotates forward, the backbone stays on alert. Civilian skills flow into uniform, logistics, software, medicine, engineering, which means the reserve component doesn't just bring bodies, it brings expertise. But there's a cost. High-tempo operations demand repeated call-ups. Families and businesses pay in time and money. Political debates over who serves and how long are not abstractions. They shape readiness and cohesion. The question for any long conflict is whether the reserve model can sustain morale and retention without breaking the social contract. That's not a problem to solve on paper. It's a stress test lived by every household that keeps a packed bag by the door. Hardware gets the headlines. The glue is command and control. Israel's battle network is designed to collapse the timeline between detection and decision. Data from satellites, aircraft, ships, radars, and ground units is fused, ranked, and pushed to the unit that needs it. Pilots see the same picture as air defenders. Artillery sees the same picture as special forces. The architecture isn't frictionless. No architecture is. But it's built to fight as one organism. In the April 2024 attack, that meant dozens of batteries and allied jets, deconflicting shots over multiple countries at once. In urban battles, it means a drone team feeding a platoon leader the exact apartment window that matters before a door is even kicked. Now for the hard edges. First, saturation. Even the best air defense can be overwhelmed by numbers, angles, and mixed salvos. Adversaries experiment with cheap drones, decoys, and time-on-target barrages that stress radar processing and magazine depth. The IDF's answer is integration and inventory. Better algorithms, more shooters, smarter shot selection, and a pipeline that can refill interceptors faster than adversaries can generate targets. Iron Beam is part of that answer. So are tactical tricks like dispersal, camouflage, and mobility of batteries. Second, precision versus legitimacy. Modern targeting is astonishingly accurate compared to the past, but accuracy is not the same as innocence. Combat in cities produces civilian harm, even when every measure is taken to reduce it. Israel's enemies know this and pursue strategies that leverage it. The IDF struggle is not only tactical, it is legal, political, and diplomatic. The more powerful and precise the force, the more the world expects zero collateral. That expectation is technically impossible, but politically unavoidable. Every strike now lands in an information war within seconds. Third, manpower strain. A reserve system can surge, but it cannot live at surge forever. Training pipelines, pilot hours, maintenance cycles, and munitions production all have hard ceilings. The question is not whether the IDF can win the next battle, it's whether it can fight the long war, rotating units without burning them out, sustaining industry without gutting the civilian economy, and keeping social cohesion when the call-up texts keep buzzing. Fourth, escalation management. April 2024 underscored the value of coalition defense. US, British, French, Jordanian contributions mattered. Those partners will help defend Israel against missiles aimed at cities. They may be less willing to back every offensive option. Power in 2025 is networked, but networks are political. The IDF's freedom to maneuver is bounded by alliance tolerance and strategic messaging. That's a constraint, but also a shield. Escalations that risk widening war run into Allied caution long before they reach a runaway. Where is the machine going next? More F-35s, upgraded F-15, and new tankers to extend range deep into the theater. Smarter munitions that loiter, hunt, and pick their own angles. Ground units with more autonomous scouts, more AI assistance at the squad level, and lighter, tougher communications that survive jamming and congestion, naval upgrades that blend air defense with anti-ship arrays tailored for contested littorals, submarines with greater endurance, and comms that allow them to be nodes, not loners. On defense, watch the transition from missiles to mixed defenses. Lasers, guns with smart rounds, and software-driven deconfliction that lets multiple systems cover the same sector without stepping on each other. On offense, watch the quiet revolution in electronic warfare. Smarter decoys, cognitive jammers that learn in fight, and stand-in drones that surf an enemy's radar like a Trojan seagull. And around all of it, expect the data layer to thicken, cloud architectures hardened for war, edge computing at the platoon, and machine-assisted targeting that shrinks the kill chain from minutes to seconds. What does this add up to? First, deterrence by competence. Adversaries who plan multi-front salvos must account for a defense that has already defeated them in simulation 1,000 times. Second, deterrence by reach. The ability to fly far, hit hard, and come home forces hostile planners to guard high-value assets every day, not just on launch day. Third, deterrence by resilience. A defense industry that can ramp interceptors, repair jets, and rotate units keeps campaigns from becoming attrition traps. But power is not destiny. The strategic end state Israel seeks, secure borders, normalized relations, reduced threats, cannot be bombed into existence. Military power buys time and space. What fills that time and how that space is used becomes the real measure of strategy. That's not a sidestep. It's the argument at the heart of every general staff meeting. Which operation deters, which escalates, and which just resets the clock. Think about 3 snapshots. First, the night of April 2024. Radars track hundreds of inbound threats. Allied jets fly wingtip to wingtip with Israeli aircraft, and by dawn, the roads are open. That's not luck. That's a playbook rehearsed for years. Second, the Sa'ar 6 corvettes shadow a gas platform, while Sea-Dome plucks a drone out of the sky. That's national wealth defended in real time. Third, a platoon leader in a cramped stairwell, watching a live drone feed on a ruggedized tablet, while a Barak turret tracks a suspect alley. That's sensor to shooter at human scale. None of these scenes wins a war alone. Together, they show why Israel fights as a system, not as a collection of platforms. War is logistics. Fuel, spare parts, and munitions are the bloodstream. Israel's supply system is designed to run at a sprint and a marathon. Forward stockpiles for the first week, industrial surge for the 5th month. US support, funding, joint development, and emergency resupply is a force multiplier, but the backbone is local manufacturing. Every time you see a battery reload or a squad field a new gadget, you're seeing factories that learned to turn on a dime. The question that decides long wars is simple: who can replace faster? So far, Israel bets on software-defined systems, 24/7 production lines, and export-powered scale. Power without restraint erodes legitimacy. Restraint without power invites attack. The IDF's doctrine tries to thread that needle with precision strike, warnings when feasible, and legal oversight. In practice, war is chaos. The reality is morally and strategically complex, and audiences worldwide scrutinize every frame uploaded within minutes of an event. That scrutiny constrains the use of power, but also incentivizes precision, documentation, and accountability. The paradox of modern Israeli power is that the more capable it becomes, the more it must explain and justify each use. That's not weakness. That's the landscape of 21st century conflict. Is Israel's military power unique, or is it a template? Both. Unique because it grew from a specific threat environment, geography, and political ecosystem. A template because its integration, air, land, sea, cyber, space, industry, allies, is what every modern military now tries to build. The idea that a small state can punch above its weight through sensors, software, and surge-ready reserves has already migrated to other capitals. The April 2024 episode etched a deeper lesson. In an age of missiles, defense is not only possible, it can
What-
be
what
orchestrated.
happened
Do you think
April
Iron Beam
2020?
will
Oh,
rewrite
yeah,
the
that was
cost
the
equation
launch
in air
pad.
defense? Or will weather and power limits keep missiles in the driver's seat? Would you expand the reserve model to deepen endurance? Or does the social strain outweigh the gains? And if you had to choose, would you invest the next dollar in long-range strike or in even denser air defense? What happens next is a function of two races. The first is technological. Swarms and counter-swarms, stealth and sensors, autonomy and the ethics that must keep pace. The second is political. Normalization tracks, proxy dynamics, great power
The thing
postures.
is, Israel doesn't
military
have
will
to be
adapt.
that dense.
It always has.
It does
The
have to
strategic
be
question is whether
dense to a
adaptation merely
point,
buys
even
pauses
denser
between
than
rounds,
than
or whether it helps
Massachusetts
build
kind
a
of-
regional
because the
architecture
negative
where the
is kind-
shield
no,
is used less
technically
often
it has to
because
be
the
as dense
incentives
as
to fire at it
Massachusetts.
erode. So how insanely powerful
Yeah.
is Israel's military? Powerful enough to catch a
But the
region-wide
negative is
salvo
kind of
in a
hard to build
multinational
on.
net
It's a desert
and keep the
that's
lights on,
60% of
flexible
the
enough to
land.
shift from deep strike doctrine to tunnel warfare without
But the
throwing
thing is,
out the
most
playbook.
people live in
Networked
this
enough
one
that a
area.
corvette at sea, a squad in a stairwell, and a satellite overhead are all looking at the same fight, and industrially resilient enough to reload while still firing. That power carries limits and responsibilities, saturation risks, manpower strain, diplomatic constraints. But it remains a formidable reality, a small state engineered to survive
Now I'm
bad
gonna
days
do
and
13
shape
if
the
I
days
see.
that follow. Now it's your turn. Is Israel's layered defense
Yeah,
the
it's
model
cool.
every vulnerable nation should copy, or does it only work with Israel's unique geography, industry, and alliances? If you were sitting in the budget chair, would you
The budget
prioritize
chair.
more
What's a budget
F-35s,
chair?
more interceptors, or more submarines? Drop your take in the comments. If you want more deep dive breakdowns of the world's most complex militaries, systems, scenes, and hard questions, hit subscribe, ring the bell, and join the debate. The next episode is already on the flight line.
Still not enough.
This is Jerusalem. To many, it's the holiest city on earth, being at the center of all Abrahamic religions. There's the Western Wall for Judaism, the Al-Aqsa compound for Islam, and the Church of the Holy Sepulchre for Christianity, just to name a few examples. But for a city so sacred, Jerusalem is also one of the
The
most
church isn't
divided
as
places in the
well
world.
known. I
And
know there's a
no,
lot
not
of
just
other
politically.
churches that are
Take a look at this map
not
of the old
that
city, where all the
far off
religious
the
sites are
Church
located.
of the Holy
There is a
Sepulchre.
Christian quarter, Jewish quarter, Muslim quarter, and even an Armenian quarter. So how did this one small walled district, less than half a square mile in size, become the spiritual capital of three religions, and so divided at the same time? Well, to understand that, we have to go back thousands of years, of course, to the moment Jerusalem first became holy. About 3,000 years ago, or around 1000 BCE, is when this story really gets started. At the time, the city was home to the Jebusites, a Canaanite tribe, but soon it was conquered by King David and his forces from the tribe of Judah. The reason for this was a few things. The first was its strategic desirability.
If I
Three
air
prominent
dribbled
hills
that, maybe
surrounded the
that would
city:
have worked.
Mount Moriah, known today as the Temple Mount, the
Nice
Mount
shot.
of Olives,
Not
and
much
Mount
I can
Zion.
do against that.
And these mountains connected to several
Yeah, it's
deep
his
rocky
fault.
valleys: the
Completely
Kidron
different.
Valley, the Tyropian Valley, and the Hinnom Valley. Together, these hills and valleys gave Jerusalem an amazing natural defense system, making it a safe place to rule from. The second was the water. Though Jerusalem is located in an extremely barren
completely
region,
my fault,
at the
I
base of the Kidron Valley
We
was
have
the
to
largest
deal with the
freshwater spring in the mountains, the Gihon Springs, which provided a continual supply of water for its residents. And lastly, politically, Jerusalem was centrally located and politically neutral, not belonging to any of the 12 tribes of Israel. So when King David captured Jerusalem, he made it the capital of the United Kingdom of Israel, a loose confederation of the 12 tribes. At least that's how the story goes. Now I'm saying this because it's important to quickly note here that in a video like this, some people will say certain events never happened, that this or that is just the biblical narrative and not an actual academic one. And that's okay. But to understand Jerusalem's significance, then we have to look at it from its religious history, because that's what ultimately shaped it, whether there's a mountain of historical evidence for it or not. Anyways, now that that's out of the way, during King David's roughly 33-year reign over the Kingdom of Israel, there was one major thing he did that contributed to making Jerusalem holy, bringing the Ark of the Covenant to Jerusalem. The Ark of the Covenant was the most revered object in Judaism, described in the Hebrew Bible as a gold-plated wooden chest containing the 10 Commandments, Aaron's rod, and a pot of manna, while also symbolizing God's presence. It's extremely sacred, to say the least, and bringing it to Jerusalem from the town of Kiryat Jearim helped establish it as the holy city and united the nation under its new spiritual and political center. The next major event came with David's son and successor, King Solomon, who reigned from approximately 970 to 931 BCE. He was the one who built the first temple, also known as Solomon's Temple. Technically, it was David who'd wanted to build the temple, but God had forbidden him from doing so for being too much of a man of war. So it was bestowed to Solomon. Nevertheless, David still provided all the resources, detailed construction plans, and funding for it.
But I don't
Constructed on the
completely
Temple
blame
Mount, the
myself
site
because
where
I
Abraham
really
was said to have prepared to sacrifice his son Isaac, the first temple became the
playing
permanent
Rock
home of the
League
Ark of the
without my
Covenant,
boost.
and the centerpiece of
pretty
Israelite
much-
worship.
it's a
Every
very
major
hard-
festival, such as Passover
Really?
and
Wow,
Sukkot,
that's
required
very
Israelites to travel to Jerusalem and offer sacrifices at the temple. It was the crowning achievement of Solomon's
It's
reign,
very good
and
how
solidified
they're
Jerusalem as the most sacred city
I
on
wouldn't
earth.
forfeit
Now,
that.
if we're to time jump
But
quite a
they're
bit,
playing
the first
very-
temple was eventually destroyed in the siege of Jerusalem in 587 BCE by the Neo-Babylonian Empire, and much of the population was sent
I
into
don't know
exile
what the
in
hell
Babylon.
was doing
But after
that.
70 years, many of the Israelites were allowed to return and rebuild the temple after Cyrus the Great, founding king of the Achaemenid Empire, proclaimed the Edict of
Nice.
Cyrus in 516 BCE. 500 years later, in 20 BCE, King Herod the Great, a Roman Jewish client king, renovated it, rebuilding it much larger and artificially expanding the platform on which it stood by almost double.
I mean, now
As you
we're
can tell by
already
the
one
dates,
goal.
we're now getting
We
into the
only need
timeline
2
of
goals.
what makes Jerusalem holy to Christianity. Not to say that everything I just said before isn't,
course that
because
happened.
after all, both religions do believe in the Hebrew
Okay,
Bible,
3 divided
while Old
by 2,
Testament and
that's like
Christianity terms,
40
besides
divided
for
by
a few
2, that's
differences. It was shortly after this that Jesus' life on earth began, which overlapped with the existence of the Second Temple. In fact, he spent significant amounts of time there, from preaching to even cleansing it of merchants. Nearly all of the most significant events of Jesus' life were in Jerusalem. The Last Supper and First Pentecost took place in the Cenacle of Mount Zion. He was arrested in the Garden of Gethsemane, at the foot of the Mount of Olives. He was crucified at a site called Golgotha, immediately outside Roman Jerusalem's walls. And while the location of his resurrection and ascension has been the subject of debate, what's for sure is that it was in Jerusalem. Same with where he's said to have been buried. Eventually, though, the Second Temple met the same fate as the first one, being destroyed in the siege of Jerusalem in 70 CE by the Roman Empire, when they finally burned the city down due to revolts. The reason all this is relevant is because today, the famous Western Wall, the holiest accessible
It's
site
still
where those of the
possible to
Jewish
win
faith
this.
can pray, is actually
Very
the last
possible.
remaining remnant of
2
the Second
divided
Temple's
by
expanded
3, that's...
platform. if
This
that
is like
makes
a
sense.
7-second.
After Jerusalem was burned down, a new Roman colony was built on top of it, Aelia Capitolina. This marked a significant transformation of the city from a Jewish metropolis to a small pagan settlement dedicated to Roman paganism. The city was laid out on a classical Roman grid, a signature of Roman urban planning. It was these 2 lines specifically that created the modern divisions of Jerusalem: the Cardo Maximus from north to south, and Decumanus Maximus from east to west. This grid established the basic geometry of Jerusalem that all its later cities, Byzantine, Islamic, and Crusader, were built on. A few centuries later, Constantine the Great became the first Roman emperor to convert to Christianity in 312 AD, and with it, slowly the Roman Empire became Christian too. Aelia Capitolina turned back into Jerusalem, and the Church of the Holy Sepulchre was built in 326 CE. It's generally considered the holiest site in Christianity, built atop both Golgotha, where Jesus
Well,
was
that's
crucified,
very
and the tomb
positive.
of Jesus, where he's said to have
Not
been
the
buried.
specific
As a
ones,
result,
but I
Christians
won a lot.
gradually began settling around the northwest corner of the city to be near
That's
the
good.
places of Christ's life, clustering near the Church of the Holy Sepulchre and informally establishing what became the Christian Quarter. Its position on the complete opposite side of the Temple Mount also created a natural separation
For some
of sacred
reason, I'm
space, the old Jewish
already
center to
feeling
the
too
east
tired. I'm
and the
gonna
new
need to
Christian
go.
one to the west. What came next, believe it or not, was the
This
Armenian
is for the
quarter,
next.
which to be fair is probably the one that's existence is most surprising. It's important to remember that Armenia...
I'm sleeping by then. Oh wait, Discord one last. Yeah, that's probably my. You guys, bye.